Here it comes, gonna cheap out the window, yeah. Dick lightning, dick lightning. You thought that you could hit him, but he threw a fucking spear. Dick lightning, dick lightning. It's a scream. The chicks will cream for dick lightning. Oh, 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 oh.
Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Ride balloons now. Ride those balloons now. You know you want to do it, Diddy. It ain't gonna be very pretty, but you'll beat the stage and you will survive. You will not singe your monkey hide. Come on. Come on. Come on. Yeah. 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 Here we go now. Here we go now. Diddy Kong now in the house. Diddy Kong now in the house. Diddy Kong. All right. Oh, what a stage that was, man. Thank you, Big Bench, for the sub, 6-month sub. Thank you. All right, everybody. Hello. Hello, everyone. What's going on, everybody? Welcome, welcome. How are you today? I hope I find you well. And I welcome you all to a very special stream. That is right. A stream that certainly I never thought was ever going to happen. I'll be, being very honest with all of you, I really didn't think for a moment that this whole crazy ride was going to continue as long as it has. Holy crap. Welcome to the pre-stream, by the way, guys. And welcome to Festival 2.0. Holy shit. Festival 2.0. Who would have thought? So, first of all, guys, today is Thursday, the 25th of June, 2020. I'm DSP, of course. Welcome to the stream. This is not going to be a gameplay stream. This will not be a stream focused on gameplay at all. There may be a little bit of gameplay wedged in there at some point. But certainly there's not going to be a major amount of it. Okay, if there is even any. This is the second Vest celebration, meaning we have hit a 150 stream streak where we have hit the tips goal. And I put on a Vest in celebration for this. This has spanned now about 3 months. This whole thing began sometime in March, okay? Inadvertently, it wasn't my intention for this to ever happen. It wasn't my idea. It was your guys' idea, right? Way back during the last retrospective event, which was in late February, where you guys asked during while I was watching a vlog to put on the vest that I was wearing in the vlog, and surprisingly enough, I still had the vest. Okay? And just pretty crazy, man. How awesome things have been since then. Let's be honest here. Streams, very positive. Even though they're still trolling on my streams, of course there always will be. But in general, an overall feeling of positivity, a re-establishment of interest. There are people now coming to the streams, checking them out who wouldn't have previously. And having something cool going on with all the games and fun that we're having on streams along with that is pretty awesome. All right? The amount of support, obviously, has gone way up when it comes to, this tips goal that's being fulfilled every day. And it's helped me to get back on my feet during a really tough financial time for me. To the point where, we're going to talk a little bit about this, I'm sure, during today's stream. But, next month, with what's going to happen with me trying to get caught back up with my federal taxes and get back on a back tax plan and everything, this has helped me. First of all, it's already helped me tremendously and will help me tremendously moving forward. Okay? And it's funny because someone just said in the stream chat, what's his name? The Bruce Dickinson says the trolls have lost. It's over. Phil reigns forever. I'm certainly not saying that the trolling has ended. It's never going to. The trolling is always going to be a constant in my life as long as I'm on an online presence. But with 3 straight months of this overwhelming amount of support, all right, things have been going, really good for me. And, it's like, it's certainly a big contrast to almost the last 3 to 4 years of my life, where it was more like every little bit of positivity that I had would then be taken away by something else that hits that's negative. Either it's my YouTube channel is being affected negatively, my Twitch channel is being affected negatively, my livelihood and behind the scenes is being affected negatively. You know, financially things are falling apart. I'm being sued and blah, blah, blah. All this crap, right? For the last few months, it's been pretty good. And it's been, let me put it this way. It's actually, for me, it's been kind of hard to believe, because my life has been a series of high highs and low lows. But for the last several years, outside of the fact that I met the love of my life and got married, outside of those things, you know, it's been hard to say, you know, how am I going to get through all this other negative stuff that's going on behind the scenes, you know? And it really feels to me like this year has been a turnaround. And I hope you guys understand that. Like, I have so much fun coming to streams, hanging out with you guys, no matter what game I'm playing. It feels like it doesn't matter if it's a new release, an old classic, a game that I want to play, a game that you guys have really screamed to see me play, that the streams in general are just overall so positive, right? Compared to how they were for a while there. It was kind of more like we all were watching Phil in an ironic way to make fun of him and to take side jabs at him. And not to say that doesn't still happen, but it certainly seems to me like now there is a lot more outright positivity. I've always said this, that I feel that my biggest fans are the silent majority. People who watch but don't necessarily speak up. They just enjoy the content. And in the last many years, these people have become even more apprehensive of speaking up because of the amount of trolling that I get on the internet. If you, oh my God, if you speak up positively for Darkside Phil, you're going to get trolled. But it seems to me, especially these last few months, that the whole situation's flipped on its head. That now people are happy to celebrate positivity about my content and me as a content creator. The fact that people are enjoying the content I put out on a daily basis in a positive way, not in an ironic, negative way. It really has changed things. You know, it really has. For me, positively, I really am looking forward to the future. I mean, the way I see it, admittedly, I have one more hurdle. I have to get through July. I have to work with my lawyer, pay him a ton of money, of course, but work with my lawyer to work with the government to get a new payment plan established for my back taxes. And once that's done, I'll be on the right track. And I'll be able to say, okay, here's what I make in a month. Here's what I owe. Now can I start saving money? Can I maybe put money aside to improve my business? Which in the last 3-4 years, I haven't been able to do at all. Because I've been in such financial bad straits, you know, bad places, that I didn't even have any free money to say, oh, I could do this, I could do that. You know what I mean? So this is going to be very... It's just a different outlook, and I'm not used to that. I'm used to, like, going to sleep at night, and in the back of my head having fears about the future. My God, what's going to happen? Am I going to get in trouble for this? Am I going to get in trouble for that? You know, am I going to be able to stay here? Am I going to be able to keep doing what I love? Am I going to be able to have the life with my family that I want to have, or is this all going to get taken away from me because of shit that's happened over the years? You know what I mean? And now, these last few months have been so positive and different for me. And I hope you guys understand that. You know, that it really has been a major positive change in my life in the way that I think. And I want to keep that going, obviously. And I just want to say, before we even talk about anything, thank you. You know, thank you guys, all of you. Guys and gals, by the way. When I say guys, it's a general statement that really shouldn't be gendered. But, of course, it is gendered, and people might take it the wrong way. So thank you to the guys and gals out there who watch my content, you know, in a positive light, who spread the word about it, who have contributed to this vest goal over the past 3 months. That has helped me tremendously. It really has. And it's just pretty amazing. Who would have thought how silly putting on a vest could be would be such a positive thing for me, okay? Now, I'm going to be very honest here, all right? 150 straight streams hitting the Tips goal, all right, is a huge undertaking. It should not be taken lightly, and it should not be taken for granted. I want you guys to understand that I don't take it for granted. I never thought it would get this crazy, this far. I never thought that this would continue for 3 months. I thought maybe a few weeks at most. When we did the last festival celebration, which was the first one last month, okay, I was like, that is it. That's got to be it. This is going to end. You know, thanks for the 100. I mean, crazy insane that we did it, but that's it. And then day after day, you guys continued to surprise me with your positivity, with your support. Again, there were some days where it really looked like it was going to end. And I've told you guys this all along. It's fine if it does. If today is the day that the vest streak ends, then let it end, and that's okay. You guys have been so incredibly supportive of me now for 3 straight months every day that I'm streaming. I can't complain. I love the fact that you guys love me and my content to the point where you want to support it this much. Okay?
Just in case not that many people know this, I don't know. The guy, Dark, he's basically been saying this about the vest streak since like the 20th one. It's okay if it goes away, you guys. It's okay if it stops. If we don't hit the 20th vest streak, it's okay. If we don't hit the 50th vest streak, it's okay. If we don't hit the 60th vest streak, it's okay. If we don't hit the 70th vest streak, it's okay. If we don't get the 100th vest streak, it's okay. If we don't hit the 150th vest streak, it's okay.
I just kind of fell into that.
If we don't hit the 200th vest streak, it's okay. It's okay, you guys. It's okay if this thing happens. That didn't happen yet. That's why he's telling us it'll be okay if it happens.
Some ups and downs trying
Just wanted to let everybody know that.
You know, through Blip TV and everything. Eventually, I got a partnership, and then I was able to do what I loved for a living. And that's remarkable, right? I kind of feel like these last 3 months have been exactly the same situation. That people have seen me been through the ringer in the last several years with all the stuff that I've shared with you, all the trials and tribulations I've been through. And now I
hate to turn it down again, but where did the $800 chargeback drama go? Fire question. Where did it go? Where did it go? Huh. He never even fucking talked about it again, huh? He just used it to try to get money from his viewers while also simultaneously saying, I don't need anything. It's nothing you can do to solve this actually only $800 problem I have that I don't even have yet. And that I'm not going to bring up again because it's not a problem. That's how it be.
Because you guys like that, and you guys like those changes, you've got my back, you know? I really feel that, and that's amazing. That's an amazing vibe. That it doesn't matter what slander, what nonsense is out there about me, the people who make shit up about me every single day, who want to, you know, say negative things about me, who want to take things out of context off of a stream and try to make me look like a villain. That shit doesn't matter anymore. It really doesn't. Because I know that I've got people who've got my back, like what I do, and aren't going to put up with the bullshit of people just trying to get you know, popularity and a name for themselves on the internet at my expense. You know? And that means the world. That does mean the world to me. Because it means that now I can come to stream every day and I don't have to worry about what's the next piece of bullshit that some fucking brainless idiot says on the stream that derails it or whatever. I could just be like, fuck that. I don't care anymore. I'm here to be positive and have fun with all of you, and that's all I care about. I don't look at stream, you know, attendance numbers. I don't look at any of that crap. I just sit here and have a good time with you guys on a daily basis, and that's all I care about, you know. And that's such a different mentality. It's
that doesn't even make sense.
Now, I can just come and enjoy it with you guys, and we can stick it to them. Whoever the fuck wants to come up against me and be like, you know, we don't like Phil for these ridiculous, over-the-top conspiracy theory reasons.
I miss, like,
fuck you.
Maybe a sentence of talking.
You know, you say whatever you want in your own circles.
And now I have no idea what's going on.
We're just here to have a good time and hang out.
So he wants to make money
I feel like the underdog.
Shit on trolls still?
I'm still here.
Does he need to make $100,000 invest money to feel like he won a battle against trolls that never started?
Right? These last 3 months, this whole vest streak, you guys are my sponsors.
This is real toxic too, because DSP been getting money from his viewers since 2015, and he acting like he just started getting it 3 months ago. It's real trash. It's real trash. You guys are my sponsors. The last fucking 5 years, dude.
About a lot of this.
They've been the last 5 years.
About stuff I've said about The Last of Us 2. And fair enough, I want to address that on today's stream.
But it's like he wants to be he wants to be positive and not worry about the negative stuff.
I like getting legit
as he brings up the negative stuff to tell us he don't think about it.
Versus an audience that's only there to harass and slander. There's a big difference.
What's happening right now?
I come to stream Even though
Is this about The Last of Us now?
That's good. That's healthy. I get to do fun streams where I improve on a daily basis because you guys are.
DSP don't improve on a daily basis. No streamer
this.
improves on a daily basis. This is fake.
I love that.
This is like 5 speeches. This is annoying me now.
For everything.
I wish I would have just continued to not listen.
Hitting the tips
Okay, back to the tips go.
All right. And again, I just want to say something. I don't think it's going to continue.
Oh my God.
I said this last month.
Okay.
And I am shocked. I am flabbergasted. As much as we use that word, I truly am flabbergasted that this has continued another month. Like I said, there have been streams where the vest streak was very much going to end. And then someone would step up, or multiple people would step up at the very end of the stream and say, no, we want this positivity to continue. We want to stick it to your trolls and critics. We want to say, you are valid. You are a good content creator. We love what you do. Let's keep it going.
Did they not say this when they gave him money on Patreon and when they gave him sub money all of those years ago? They only say he's a good content creator when they give him vest money?
I definitely want to.
Yes, Tevin. That's exactly it.
Who's here for you to support you through all kinds of stuff if I can, as much as I can, you know. I'm not saying that I'm going to be here forever.
Get him out of here!
But since you guys come out and tell me that what I do is meaningful to you, all right. And by the way, Kat, I want to be here and be a positive influence for you guys. You guys are a positive influence for me. It goes both ways. You know what I mean? So thank you guys for that. Thank you so much for all of this positivity. Really. It's been outstanding and amazing. Matter of factly, I don't expect it to continue. I think that it is eventually going to die out.
Aim.
I would tell you I think today would be the last day. Seriously. I've been so shocked by positivity that who knows when the vest streak will end, but it will end. It's not going to go on forever. It's just definitely not going to go on forever. All right? I know that, okay? But thank you for making it go on as long as it has. And if it continues in the future, thanks in advance. Because like I said, this is a turning point for me. And if I can get through July and get through this tax situation, the next thing I can do is start planning for the future. Improving the streams, having, better things for my family. I can't wait. I hope that we get to that point, So thank you, okay? Now let's talk
I've been looking for this dumb fucking fan controller, which is why I'm not unmuted for real yet. And it's still pre-stream anyway. But I'm glad I heard this. This dude, bruh, he gets $100 minimum for 150 streams. And then he's like, oh yeah, if it continues, then maybe I can improve my streams and improve my family.
VestFest 2.0 or the Vest of Us, whatever you want to call it. Okay? What are we doing? The first segment after the pre-stream will be open discussion. First, I have a couple things I want to talk about, and then I'm going to let you guys ask me questions. But the two things I want to talk about, I got a really heartfelt message from someone that I want to read, and then I got a really heartfelt critique from someone that I want to share, and I want to respond to it to clarify my thoughts on The Last of Us Part 2, because I do feel that maybe if you've only caught certain things I said during the playthrough, you may not have heard my full thoughts and elaborations on the game, and you may be getting the wrong idea, and obviously that's the last thing I want. So we're going to do that to open today. Okay? Then...
Why? No. Why is the Restreak stream starting off talking about The Last of Us? This is a dedicated segment, a planned segment. An hour from now is a Last of Us discussion. A game he's been influenced on 7 billion times. And his opinion isn't even his opinion. If you listen to some of his stream, what was it, last night? Yeah, last night. He was calling the Druckmann guy out by name and calling him a bad writer and just saying everything everybody else said. And I'm sitting here like, dude, you love the first game. And he did all of that shit they doing in the second one besides a few things that you don't even bring up. And he's like, oh, he's a bad writer. Oh, everything's heavy-handed. Like, dude, you like the first game. And then you like the DLC with the lesbian stuff. He's been influenced heavily into despising this game for not even the reasons other people don't like it. And he's going to let us know his opinion. His opinion, which is basically like Kekken's, not even Kekken's opinion. His opinion is like Kekken's retweeted opinion of someone else's retweeted opinion of someone else's retweeted opinion of someone's IGN review. And that isn't even legit because they probably didn't play the fucking game either. Oh, well, I'm looking forward to it.
On their islands and see how their islands are and stuff like that. But it all depends on timing. You know, I was doing it as like the Q&A. The first segment's probably going to be an hour to an hour and a half. Okay. Then the live DSP tries it's probably going to be about a half an hour. Then I'll probably take a break to finish eating, and then we'll have Jasper come in for a bit. And after that, we'll see what time it is. Okay.
Wait, hold on. So he's going to do a DSP tries it. We already knew this. He's going to take a break after the DSP tries it to finish eating. So this is going to be something to deal with later, right? What the fuck?
Trying to think. Is there anything else outside of that about today I want to talk about? Probably not. Let's get to the rest of the schedule. Later tonight, I am doing gameplay today. It's going to be Pokemon Sword, the Isle of Armor DLC, continuing from last week. Last week we did this as 2 major streams, and I didn't beat it yet. What happened is we got a special Pokemon, a fighting Pokemon. And we have to bring it to one of 2 towers, either a Tower of Water or a Tower of Darkness. And then apparently we'll have some challenges to complete. And once we're at the end, the Pokemon will evolve into a special type Pokemon. Okay? So that's basically going to be continuing on tonight. I don't know how much longer we have in that DLC. But there's also a ton of new Pokemon to catch that I haven't gotten yet. So
it's actually not my headphones. These are real, like, actual full-size speakers.
Continue with The Last of Us Part 2 on the major gameplay.
It's not headphones.
All right, that should be super fun. I'm really excited for that. I am. I'm really excited for that stuff.
That's what happens when you try to be a know-it-all.
Throwback Street Fighter, my weekly Throwback Street Fighter session. Okay, on Saturday, it's going to be the continuation of SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Rehydrated, continuing on. However, I don't know what's going on because the game is full of bugs. In reality, it's not. There's one critical bug that I've run into that's ruining the playthrough. I can't save my game. At the end of my session yesterday, I was not able to save my game, and I lost about 25 to 30 minutes of progress that now I'm going to have to redo on Saturday. And if this game does not get patched or just doesn't save, you know, it's very concerning. It's very concerning, and I don't know what to do about it. Maybe I just gotta leave my Xbox One on indefinitely until I beat the game, which is probably gonna happen in the coming week. But what if the power goes off, or we got a power blip, and now it turns off and deletes all my progress? Right? Like, I don't know what to do about this. This is really bad. So I guess we'll see what happens. But I'm gonna try to complete it or continue it, I should say, on Saturday. Okay. Saturday night will be the continuation of Fire Emblem 3 Houses. Sunday we'll do more Last of Us 2 and more Pokemon. And then Monday, as long as we figure out some kind of a solution here to the SpongeBob problem, it'll be more SpongeBob and more Fire Emblem to end the streaming week. Okay? Then Tuesday of next week is my day off, but when I come back on Wednesday, we go right into a special event. Wednesday, July 1st, will be
what are we promoting now?
Big retrospective marathon event.
Oh, it's like the same thing as today.
All of your suggestions of moments from my 11 to 12 years as a content creator.
This is just a schedule
the ones that I
segment.
feel are the best ones to watch back together, and that whole day is going to be a fun marathon of going back.
I might need to change my headphones for this stream.
Experiencing all of that stuff together. All right, I'm excited for this. I hope you guys are excited.
The SpongeBob thing is such a non-issue. He's playing it on his Xbox. He's not even playing Minecraft right now. It's literally nothing else he's going to play on his Xbox. He's already left his consoles on for weeks at a time. That's why they all break. And he doesn't want to leave it on now because he has to leave it on. But if he didn't have to leave it on, then he would just do it.
We'll take a game like Fire Emblem and start doing it as a main gameplay through on and off. And maybe we'll return to the chill content at
his
night.
PS4 has been on since the day he bought it.
All right. We do have multiple new releases coming up in July. And when they start hitting,
It's the extended schedule segment too.
We're once again not going to have time for the chill streams again. So we're going to see. We'll play it by ear. But that's what you guys can expect for the next 1 to 2 weeks, roughly. Kind of alternation and fun, new gameplay, you know, new playthroughs plus ongoing ones. Good stuff coming up. Okay? Good stuff. All right. Outside of that, there is some news this morning about Animal Crossing, and it's good news. There's a new update coming out.
He plays the game, doesn't he?
It's considered their major summer.
Why don't we talk about the updates all of the other games have?
But this one is going to go live on July 3rd.
We're talking about a July the 3rd Animal Crossing update right now.
And underwater diving.
Wow.
You're going to be able to catch underwater sea creatures and items in the water.
Wow.
And there's going to be new stuff in the museum.
Is it Animal Crossing 1?
Which is pretty
My
neat.
GameCube game? Did it update?
There's going to be a couple new island.
He didn't say the subtitle is really important.
Who apparently is someone who really likes to buy the sea creatures, much like when you catch the bugs or stuff.
Why
like
is he
that.
explaining this to us?
Or whatever, right? Well, it's the same kind of guy. He really likes sea creatures and wants you to sell him the sea creatures. And apparently, there's an update. To how Gulliver works. If you remember, Gulliver is an island visitor that we had, who he gets shipwrecked. And when he gets shipwrecked,
you remember,
find parts of his cell phone and he gives you a reward.
If you don't, you probably don't fucking care. It's Animal Crossing.
They changed it or something. I'm not sure. So that's going to be pretty cool. And that's what I mean. Like, I hope maybe by like the end of the first week there of July, maybe we could bring back the chill streams and at least have one stream a week of Animal Crossing to see some of this new content. That'd be pretty cool. Okay.
Okay.
So, good stuff.
It don't take that much to drink water, bro. What the fuck is wrong with this dude?
Update. I'm sure my wife's gonna love this more. But good stuff here, okay?
Does his water change flavor every time we take a sip or something?
You know, I try to stay up with current
He's stretching and yawning. He was up till 4 a.m. again.
And I try to pay attention to stuff going on in the news. And today's news is just so stupid.
It's okay to be up till 4 in the morning. He up till 4 in the morning and he's a tired bitch every stream, though. It's fucking annoying. And you expect us to show up. It's toxic. Man. Wait.
Well, the voice actress is white and says, well, I don't feel like I can do his voice anymore.
At first I thought he was talking about Big Mama's house. He don't even know what he's talking about. What is the actual story? He don't even know what the
backlash on Twitter. People saying, "Well, James Earl Jones."
It's okay, James Earl Jones. What?
Darth Vader.
He
voiced Mufasa.
Mufasa. But what's the original movie we're talking about?
So why would we ever say James Earl Jones doesn't have the right to do that? You know, this is pretty stupid.
Chat, what's the original movie? Because I thought he said Big Mama's house, and then he like mumble mouth.
So that's
it's a show on Netflix.
I think the discussion is really stupid. And then the other news is that the Dixie Chicks music group here in the United States is changing their name. It's just the Chicks.
Here in the United States.
Like, oh, no. Why me? Why,
you don't listen to the Dixie Chicks. Who cares? Right?
Oh, yeah, that's right, too. Disneyland is changing
This
Splash
is
Mountain.
fucking stupid.
Now, I honestly don't know anything about Splash Mountain.
At all. Did you like how he was like, oh, why me? Why do I have to... What are you talking about? The Dixie Chicks changed their name. This literally doesn't affect anyone here. Does DSP play the Dixie Chicks all day? Does anyone here play the Dixie Chicks? Hey, Google, play the Dixie Chicks. I bet you Google's still going to play the Dixie Chicks. Why didn't Google say they changed their name? This dude... And now we're talking about Disney. South?
And the Brer Rabbit and the Tar Baby.
Disney care about Disney. DSP care about this stuff, right?
And what's his name? I think his name's Uncle Remus.
He don't even know what it is. He's gonna miss this stuff. He didn't know what it was, though. He's gonna miss it.
You're like, oh my god, they actually made this.
No, he didn't even know it existed.
Yeah, back then.
He's gonna miss it, I'm sure. They're deleting history that I didn't remember.
Nobody was woke.
Fuck me, dude. This is a gaming discussion right now. This is the Restreak stream.
Family fun humor. You know what I mean?
White family humor.
Splash Mountain is based on Song of the South? I didn't even know that.
South.
Someone just said that. Okay, I had no clue.
Yes.
At all about that. So, okay, then that makes perfect sense because they basically, like, that movie has been like wiped from existence.
Oh, has
You
it?
can't find it anywhere. You can't. You know what I mean? Like they tried to pretend like they never made it.
Well, DSP know the name of it then.
Obviously they did, and back when they made it, there was no one was really aware of the insanely harmful stereotypes and things used
X'd it out.
in that movie. And now you're looking at it like, what the hell is this shit?
50 years from now,
like,
some dude
okay,
gonna say no
there's
one
this
was
movie,
aware
you
that
guys
helicopter
gotta see
jokes
it.
offended
You've never seen it.
somebody.
I talked about this a few years ago. There's a holiday movie. All right.
Some asshole gonna be on the street like, no, people got mad about it back then too.
And it has like some of the
Guaranteed.
biggest, I think it's Frank Sinatra.
It's gonna
like
happen.
the biggest song and dance guys of yesteryear all star in this movie.
He's explaining this to someone who explained it to him
About them opening up like a
because
hotel
he didn't know what was going on, and now he knows what's going on.
for people to come
In like an
spend the
old
holidays
movie
and
storyline, I think, from like fucking 80 years ago.
July, you've got Easter, Christmas.
Oh no,
and then
Disney.
they've got
He's still on
one
Disney.
Where they're all wearing blackface.
Yeah, he explained in
and
the
they're
Disney
singing,
place.
pretending to be, African.
This is a Family Guy joke too, though, isn't it?
And you watch it, you're like, holy shit. And that's what I mean. Like, it was a different
This is a
time.
reference in every fucking TV
And it
show.
was a different era. It was a
When you have the
different
little
thing.
kids singing and they're like
Everyone, you're
in
watching it,
Uzbekistan or some shit.
Holy shit. That exists. It does. It exists. But that's our past.
It's also
right?
Family
That's our
Guy.
past. And, you know, we have to acknowledge it that it happened, that we thought that that stuff was okay. And now we move on and we say,
Who was
it's
we?
not
I wasn't
okay
alive.
anymore, right? So, yeah. Song of the South, I don't think that's a very good movie.
Oh,
Holiday in Blackface, probably not a good idea. It sounds pretty bad to
you
me.
didn't even watch it.
But the Dixie Chicks changing their name to just the Chicks, I don't know about that.
You don't listen to
What I do
them.
want to say is, even though we acknowledge that these things are flawed and that we should not be
The
doing
Dixie
these in
Chicks
the
are
future,
definitely
we
flawed.
cannot forget that they happened.
We
Because I
probably
say
should
this all
forget
the
that they
time.
happened.
If you forget history, then history is destined to repeat itself. You have to remember you made a mistake and improve from it in order to not repeat that mistake. You see what I mean? So
What
if
mistake
we
though? Making the movie with
now
blackface in it?
realize those things back
You don't
then
need
were
to-
insanely wrong to do.
We
right?
don't need to discuss that.
Great, but that doesn't mean erase it from history like it never happened. We have to remember.
People
it
need to
happened.
not delete
So,
blackface movies
you
to
know
know
what I
to not make
That's my
blackface
feeling
movies,
anyway.
I
Not that
guess.
we never
What?
made the mistake, erase it like it never happened. but
What's the
it's
mistake,
acknowledged
though?
it was super wrong.
DSP, what was the mistake?
Now we want to be better for the future. Okay.
What was the mistake,
There you go.
guys? Who made a mistake?
All right. Let us now get to shout-outs. All right, guys?
Who
Let's
made
get
a
to
mistake?
shout-outs here on the stream. And like I said, the
I don't
first
know.
segment of today's festival is going to be interesting because I got a few things I want to talk about up front before we get to open Q&A, which we will do as well. And then, you know, we got food coming for the DSP Tries It. So, all right, let's get the shout-outs. Hold on here.
Stay back!
Okay, so first cheer tongue-tied. The first cheer of today was from Eternal Napalm, who did a 75-bit cheer.
Bitch here. That's a really good point. Phil shouldn't have deleted his top 10 racist moments video so we know not to be racist. Exactly.
Here's the thing. I know they're never gonna
We
go
have
back.
to remember history. If you delete history, people are bound. They're destined to make the same mistakes.
Legit criticism,
Duh.
totally okay with. But these crazy conspiracy theories.
Is this about trolls or real life now?
All right.
Oh, no, trolls.
They're never gonna go away either. They don't even dislike me for legit reasons anymore. At one point,
We talk
there
about
was.
this every day.
Not
People that
anymore.
like
You hear
him
the
make him
nonsense
talk
they
about
say.
this every day.
So
They don't sound like they like him
hate
that
Phil because
much.
of a conspiracy theory that's not even confirmed true, you know, or you hate Phil.
Why
because
does he
of
never
some
think
comment
about
he made
this?
10 years ago.
Why does this never
And
go
even
through his
though every
mind?
piece of evidence has shown that he's grown as a person.
These
you just
people
hate
that
him
pretend to
anyway.
like him, ask him to
There's
talk
nothing you
about
can do
people
about
that he
it.
don't like all
You know,
day.
They're going to be around forever. But
You realize
that
that's
certainly doesn't
toxic,
mean
right,
that
DSP?
we haven't seen tons of positive progress around here in the last 3+ months, and I'm so grateful.
Does he go up to Kat and ask her about her ex every day?
Plum Goral?
Because it's okay to ask about negative stuff if you're a positive person, right? Right?
Good Game Goblin. Start up the tipping today with a $1.30 tip. And by the way, I didn't even mention this, but yes.
Hey,
today's
Kat, how did the
like any
exorcism
other
go?
stream. Today is a normal stream.
Hey, Kat,
Yes,
was
there
the
is a
exorcism
set
fun?
streak
It's okay,
goal
Kat.
here.
We're
As
married. I can
always,
ask you about
the same
this.
Tips goal. And, you know, if we continue it, great. if the vest
Damn, he talking about this again.
today, I'm okay with
Like
that
the leg
too.
slap?
You know, obviously people want to see it continue. Obviously, I'd be very happy if it continued. But at the same time, if this is it, this is it. I even said during the last festival that I thought that was it. I thought it was definitely.
Yeah, it's a big gross that he keep the vest goal for the Restreak stream.
So,
like the one day it should be free, right?
Stream, there's a normal tips goal and everything here.
It's greed.
You know, we'll see what happens. Okay.
It's greed.
Now, He Good Game Goblin says, hope you're doing well. Did you ever anticipate a random vest would be the key to establishing consistent earnings like this? I mean, I told you guys, no, this was not my idea. Right? It was directly.
Why is he blaming us, though?
You guys came up with the idea.
We should get some of the money then, right?
Of me wearing the vest out of the archives for the last.
Like 3 people did this,
marathon.
and he pretends
You
thousands.
asked me to put the vest on
like
as
3
a
people
reward
wanted
for the
this.
Tips goal, and you kept it going every stream after. This is all you guys and your great ideas. And your
is this giving off a certain vibe? You almost got me killed. Yes, you. If you ever watched This Is How You Don't Play video, remember that? It's the same vibe. This is a positive vibe with like the same everything around it. You wanted this. You wanted the vest goal.
With the whole vest thing going on,
you almost got me killed.
Out of retirement last month, and you guys.
I love the camera pointing that too. He was pissed.
DSP tries it. Therefore, that's why we're doing this special episode with the Impossible Whopper today.
I thought it was 2 burgers.
Ryan also did 100.
Disgusting, gross, greasy burgers he's never gonna eat, except for today.
I'm not sure what that means. Amen the trolls, but I guess he's probably
send him to church.
Directly we were talking about earlier. Thank you, Ryan. You're the top cheer of the day.
Yeah.
So far.
Oh.
I should say the 100 cheer.
100 bitch here.
Slice cheered. He says the Undertaker has officially announced his retirement this week.
Undertaker should have retired a long time ago.
Considering they were doing a
I thought he already
WWE
retired like 10 years
The
ago.
Last Ride. I figured that this was the end of his wrestling career.
Should have retired before the streak ended. Thanks,
moments?
Vince.
I'm very happy for him. He put his body on the line for us fans for many years. You know, I remember many Undertaker.
Oh boy, wrestling segment.
A supernatural character who couldn't be defeated. And he was all pale and stuff, which was really cool. And some of the wild things I saw. Remember the pay-per-view where Yokozuna beat him?
Hey, y'all remember when Yokozuna beat Undertaker? Y'all remember that?
Sky and shit. It was really weird.
Oh man, I remember that, dude. When you remember when you saw it on TV live?
And this is his way of explaining it.
That shit was fire.
It was a crazy thing, and then he came back, months later. There was actually an imposter taker. That was a cool plot line. The imposter taker versus the real Undertaker was pretty neat. And then when he was able to reinvent himself multiple times, it was the American Badass and stuff like that.
I am American Badass. American Badass Undertaker. Oh no! Like at the time, it was fun.
Honestly, he doesn't need to keep wrestling.
But right after it was over, it was like, man.
In the documentary, he talks about his knees are fucked up and everything's like, why are you still wrestling?
He had a midlife crisis on purpose.
Just relax and have a good
wrestling midlife crisis.
Entertain people for 20 to 30 years. It's time.
American Badass.
For yourself, you know.
You know what? American Badass Undertaker would be somehow bad now. It's like a bad thing to be patriotic in a. Whatever. You know what I mean? You fucking know. Undertaker would be toxified. The alt-right Undertaker rolls out on his motorcycle with his American flag bandana.
Is running wild, brother. All right.
He hates the blacks.
For the generous cheer and the support. VG Stuff Cheers says, can we visit P-Dub's Island today? Well, if we get to that and I decide that we're going to do that, and you guys decide you want to see that, then maybe we'll probably.
I wonder what was the storyline to that.
We're not.
Besides what was obvious.
Last time around, we had that.
Did Vince have the idea that Undertaker had
stuff that we might have done, and we never even got close to doing that. So, Eternal Napalm.
I want to be a bike rider. I'm gonna be the American Badass MAGA taker.
Really makes you shake your head in disbelief. Oh my God, jeez. Like, what are the craziest
MAGA
things?
taker.
When I first started on YouTube, one of the craziest things was the guy who literally said that I had a cult. Like, I'm brainwashing
DSP co-leader
to watch my content on YouTube.
He's so fucking trash. A YouTube title, a YouTube name.
Never.
Man, he had a literal cult, right?
In a way that would attract
quality.
Children. It was always
thanks,
adult
DSP.
language,
nice fucking
content,
spin.
You know, always was. And was always meant for an adult or teen or adult audience. But this, he legitimately is trying to brainwash children. DSP.
Why is he pretending like DSP Coley to use the microphone? He didn't even talk.
You know, when do I ever stand in front of my audience like a cult leader saying ridiculous things?
He did back then.
I never did anything like that. I was just a guy playing games.
No.
That was my whole catch.
He literally stood in front of his camera in those videos.
That's what we like about his videos. Not that I stand in front of you as some kind of a fucking leader trying to tell you how to live your life and do, you know, that's insane. People believe that.
Dude, let's look up the. Okay.
Obviously.
No, I don't care anymore. So he just told us he's a gamer. He never stood in front of a camera and made crazy statements like some kind of cult leader. You never stood in front of a camera. You were a gamer. These videos you stood in front of a camera.
Obviously, if that's what you're thinking, either number one,
that's literally what the whole channel is his fucking vlog videos. He's like, I'm a cult leader because he named his channel that. Yes. Now he's talking about his escort now. That's a big jump in time.
Before she moved in with me, basically she kind of sat back and laughed at the insane nonsense. You know, we take a picture of Kat decorating my Christmas
He told
tree.
us about this already. And what does this have to do with
That's
anything?
an escort, and it's like, are you out of your fucking minds?
She's not an escort. She's a clown.
It's just.
She dyed her hair red.
Insanity.
According to DSP, if you dye your hair, you're a clown. Why did you marry a clown,
And of course,
Paul?
you know, recently the one that has been so ridiculous since the beginning of this year is the stupid mobile game nonsense.
Oh boy. The thing you said they wouldn't talk about anymore. The thing he said he would never talk about. The thing you say we shouldn't talk about.
Somehow that's me.
We're talking about it.
You know, I'll be honest. I go over to Kiwi Farms every once in a while.
Kiwi Farms.
Tell me to, and they like.
Wait, he go there when people tell him to?
Need to know about. It's concerning. And so I went over there a few times to read some of the horrendous bullshit people said about this, and I just read up on it and just completely fabricated nonsense. Like, did I ever play mobile games? Yes. Is there evidence that I've played mobile games? Yes, I've publicly admitted to the mobile games I used to play and whatever. But the fact that these people take that little bit of nugget of truth and turn it into this insanely overblown conspiracy theory that's not true, and then they tried to use that. They literally tried to use that for months to ruin my personal life and screw up my filing for bankruptcy with complete falsified nonsense. None of it was factual, but they tried to convince legal parties to slander against me, which didn't work, thank God, because I had all the evidence to back everything up that I've ever said, and I showed it to the right parties. But that just threw me for a loop. There are people out there who hate me so much that they would fabricate entire things about just crazy shit.
Hey, you know what?
I couldn't believe the stuff that was entire.
It's people out there that like citation needed, asterisk, 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 multiple air quotes. It's people out there who like DSP so much. They contact him behind the scenes and trick him into going to Kiwi Farms. These are people literally trolling DSP. They're literally trolling him. I don't care what way he want to see it. If somebody making him go to Kiwi Farms, they're trolling him. What is he going to accomplish going to Kiwi Farms? What is he going to do? He's going to figure out that what people are talking about? He know that from looking at his chat. This dude is retarded. He's absolutely fucking retarded. A person contacts him, they're like, hey, Phil, I'm a big fan, but I was looking at Kiwi Farms, looking at drama about you, so look at this drama about yourself. And then he looks at it. And then he's like, hey, thanks, fan. How fucking stupid are you? You're literally being trolled and you think they're your friend. They're telling you to look up bad stuff about yourself and to look at people being mean to you.
Eternal Napalm series. We're committed to playing Bug Snacks. I think it would be a popular playthrough.
How does he not realize this?
Eternal Napalm.
It's been like that for years too, bro. Years.
Come around. Come a little closer. Listen up. Bug Snacks. I would be doing the world.
You think these people being nice to him, and then they're never being nice. They're never being nice.
I didn't play Bug Snacks.
Never.
You understand that? I would be...
Phil, you gotta watch this almighty Tevin stream. He's making fun of Cat, and he's talking about your ex, and he's showing Rambo's nose on screen, and he's playing a gay boy clip over and over, and he's saying you were bad at Dark Souls.
11 to 12
that's the Tevin stream he watched.
It is not only my
He's gonna like the video probably.
To play Bug Snacks when it comes out this fall.
This whole thing was a Bug Snacks joke, by the way.
I'm sorry, but Bug Snacks, yeah,
This game's
What
obviously
snaps-
going to be played on this channel. It's the only one that gets talked about. No one else is talking about the other
Yes.
games from that
The
thing
answer
except
is
Bugsnax.
Yes. I will commit to playing it.
Wow.
Golden Colts Cheer says, this cheer is sponsored by Jim Beam Kentucky Bourbon. Well, there you go. I hope that if it's early in the day, you're not drinking Jim Beam Kentucky Bourbon, Golden Colts, but thank you for the cheer.
Here it is.
Ryan Cheer says,
Golden Colts used to, well, he used to send cheers at like 3 in the morning. He drinking
here's
right
the
now.
thing, Ryan. If we're talking about, again, this nonsense of what people say and do about me. I mean,
Hey,
you're right.
more
Some cases
nonsense.
I say you're not right. Sometimes something will be said. Something I say is wrong. Something I say is stupid. Something I say maybe is too short term. Like especially on Twitter. A lot of the times I'll say something
This
on
Twitter thing is fantastic
and
because Twitter has way more characters than it used to. And he know that. We all know that. He used to use Twitter when it had less characters. He can't get his words to come across still? What the fuck he need then? A YouTube channel? Wait, he already got one.
Open up here is I want to talk about my thoughts on The Last of Us Part 2.
He can't explain himself over 60,000 videos and Twitter. He needs more.
It may be misinterpreted from what I actually am trying to say.
Sounds
in a
good.
Fleshed out, intelligent thought, which later on in the playthrough I give when I have ample time to do so. But that's what these people do. They're the masters of misinformation. They're the masters of half-truth. They literally cherry-pick moments to try to make me look bad because that pushes their narrative and gives them extra clickbait views. See? All right. Ryan,
Views what, asshole? Everybody get banned now.
I think you will vote it as better. Meant amen. F the trolls. Gotcha. I don't know. Here's the thing. The way I'm doing this taste test is I've never done anything like this before. 2 burgers, all right? And I don't know which is which. I'm not going to know which is the real Whopper and which is the impossible Whopper. I'm going to be like trying to taste each one and guess for myself and see if I can judge texture, flavor. What's
this dude eating 2 burgers today after spending 2 years telling us he hates this kind of food. He's never going to eat it on camera again.
Interesting. Again, it's going to be super fun, I think.
Yeah.
So.
Hopefully your gout don't act up over it.
Find out.
This is a very dangerous stream today. This would be flagged for self-harm. Gout man eating 2 burgers today?
Shout out to the frogs. Shout out to those frogs.
He's putting his life at risk to entertain us.
The frog meme apparently continues. The frog meme I thought died, and now all of a sudden it seems to be coming back every once in a while.
Why did he think it died? Because people don't spam frog emotes every day?
Good Game Goblin to me, another $1.30 says, what's next after the vest? Do we add more on top?
Nothing.
Jumpsuits, or maybe go with less clothing?
No.
All right, stop that right now. The vest thing is something...
Time to explain it.
I didn't come up with.
Yep.
And it's funny because sometimes
in my white
tier
tee.
2 goal, right? Oh, Phil hit the tier 2 tips goal today or whatever. And when that happens, I say, okay, I'll put on the gunner glasses or whatever. But I'm not.
This
dude
knows that though.
I'm gonna hit a tier 3,
He's literally a regular viewer. He knows this.
10 celebration things. No, it's just the tips goal. That's all it is. If you guys want to see,
I wonder what audio source this go to. Oh, I see.
Fine. That's as far as we're going. It's never gonna go crazier than that. You're not gonna see me doing insanely zany things. Okay.
Okay.
Wings pulling strings at 100-bit cheer and insulted low-tier god. I'm not going to do that. That's fucked up. And I think you're an asshole.
Yeah, but you told us it happened, though.
Dave resubscribed for 10 months. Thank you for being Dave. I appreciate that.
Yo,
Wings pulling strings.
I got you.
Said something else insulting.
DSP is going to go to LTG's chat now. He's going to give LTG a $5 super chat and say, hey, LTG, did you hear that whatever the fuck his name is, did you hear that a guy was in Phil's chat shitting on you? He's going to do that. And then LTG going to think he's a fan because he went out of his way to tell LTG that somebody was being mean to him.
Well,
that's it.
That guy sounds incredibly stupid.
We figured it out.
I don't even know what else to say.
He got to pass it down.
That could be one of the dumbest things I've ever heard. That guy's a fucking moron, and obviously he's an immoral piece of shit.
Who, LTG?
And, you know, what goes around comes around, I guess.
I partially agree.
King Goku says he stepped down. He did not
I don't know about what goes around comes around. Not in a negative way. That's toxic. I only believe in good karma.
Like I said, during the whole
which means bad karma for some people, but those people are bad too,
I
obviously.
wouldn't know because I didn't even know what he was accused of to begin.
Nigga, what?
I made a public statement on Twitter. I said, if you're going to fail in life, fail for your content or fail for your work. Don't fail for nonsense of your personal life. You know what I mean? Don't fail because stuff comes out about your character.
No, he not talking about LTG. I was fooling around.
And now they discredit all your professional work. That was kind of what happened with Pro Jared. I don't think anyone with Pro Jared ever criticized the level of his work. They thought it was
bruh, what the fuck is this? When DSP went out of his way to talk about Pro Jared, he pretended to know everything, and now he didn't even know what he was accused of. DSP didn't even know what he was accused of now? He didn't know what Pro Jared was accused of. And apparently it's been debunked. Well, delete your fucking video you did about him, DSP. He didn't even know what he was accused of?
At a major game studio, it's probably going to be a blockbuster.
But he's talking about something completely different right now, though.
Maybe just don't be an asshole.
Some other fucking stupid gaming drama.
All right.
I don't know why he even talked about it at all. Gaming drama has been existent for a long time.
Bug Snacks has legitimately
and now he bring it up
Imagine being blind and living
in 2020 every day.
The kept talking to me. You see, now here's the thing. I got a prediction about Bug Snacks, and you guys can actually, you know, believe this or not. I've got a prediction.
I don't care, to be honest.
You guys were watching the trailer for Bug Snacks.
I think we watched it if we're talking about it.
Reveal event. If you didn't notice, it had a twist ending, so it just basically shows that these creatures, you know, they look like food or whatever, but they're alive. Then these animals are eating them. These anthropomorphic animals are eating them, and their body parts are becoming them.
I thought Hassan already got accused of stuff.
But then,
maybe he did, and he is again.
Trailer. All of a sudden, it looks like the Bug Snacks come together.
Well, I can't say he probably did it if he's being accused a lot, because you know how shit stack on.
The monster jumps at the camera, and it just ends. Now, most people don't talk about the end of that trailer, but what if? What if this game is not what we think it is? What if it's not some innocent game about eating snacks? And, you know, what if it's like a murder mystery where the Bug Snacks are actually become these sentient killer creatures?
He wants to make it a PS4 first-party game.
Right? What if when you are what you eat? So if you eat a Bug Snack, you become a Bug Snack monster.
I do think it's going to have something else to it, though.
I actually think
but it might actually just be happy-go-lucky the whole time. Like, why not, right?
Representing what the game
why do we think they're going to not do that? Based on what?
Shit, what the hell is this? It's not going to be some innocent game for kids. I think it's actually something different.
But what if it's not?
Watch the trailer yourself and make a judgment, but that's kind of what I got from watching.
This is bullshit. He just influenced us, and he tells us to watch it to make a judgment. Like, if I watch it again now because he told me this, the way I look at it's going to be changed.
I wasn't kidding about the Impossible Whopper. That burger's filled with estrogen. It's going to make you grow moves.
He already got him?
Apparently simultaneously grow big boobs on stream. Instantaneously. And simultaneously.
It's tail time.
That's great. Alexander Ross.
Looks like someone had too much chili at Wendy's.
Be super open and showcasing your house and everything. It made you pretty unique. Most people never did anything like that.
Lies.
See, I don't. Alexander Rossi, I wouldn't know.
Plenty of people have house walkthroughs. What the fuck is this liar talking about? Half of YouTube is house walkthroughs now.
What other content creators do on the internet?
And lifestyle channels.
What they don't share. I have zero idea about that. I was always.
He wanted DSP to be a lifestyle channel.
You know, if you watch my early stuff, you're very much along this journey with me. Being a nobody on the internet, you know, a guy who maybe had some clout in the Street Fighter community a million years ago. And seeing me evolve, you can see my place change.
Is he going to tell us he's not a nobody anymore?
And stuff. You know what I mean?
Because I thought he was still a little guy.
I'm making more money. I start buying stupid statues and shit that appear in my videos and the like.
He's going to do a retrospective next month, right? He can just show us this stuff.
So it felt like you were along the ride.
He can show us this stuff.
With me, right?
He's telling us it's in a video form, and we're not going to see it in video form. He just talks about it. It's almost like it didn't really happen that way exactly.
It was a unique time in my life for sure. But sadly, I was naive. I didn't understand.
Dim rose-tinted glasses, though.
Happen. I didn't know that people on the internet who like to remain anonymous are so toxic. I didn't know that because of that anonymity.
I didn't know anonymous people could be mean.
Then venture out to be
no way. Because this is bullshit. Because he used to be mean, and he wasn't even anonymous. He was a troll too.
That would happen. It was the opposite. When I started on YouTube, everything was positive and everything was fun.
That's not true.
And people basically wanted to be a part of that experience that I was having.
He made videos shitting on games, but everything was positive. As he shit on every game that came out.
Little thing I showed, oh, Phil's doing this wrong, Phil's doing that wrong, Phil's an asshole because of this and that. It's like, wow, everything now, like everything. You see what I mean? Like, that's pretty crazy how bad it got over the years. And I can tell you, the last 2-3 years, that I have stopped doing that. I basically don't share any kind of that information with you guys anymore. I've stopped doing home tours. I stopped doing vlogging of my personal life.
Oh my
Things have
God.
gotten way better.
You told us this 2 years ago, DSP. 2
really
years ago, you told us this.
We're not gonna put stuff out there to be fucked with. You know
2
what I mean? Like,
years
the less
ago,
put out
you
there, the
told
better.
us this.
So that's the good. And the thing is, every once in a while, when things do get out there, there's nothing we can do about it. You see how it blows up, right? Every once in a while, something, some public knowledge. I couldn't help it. I had to go through a legal proceeding earlier this year where all kinds of personal info was thrown all over the fucking internet. And exactly what I expected to happen happened. Everyone completely tries to overanalyze, make conspiracy theories and try to hurt me with it.
Didn't he do that with video games? He
That's
tell
why I
us he
can't do it
hate.
anymore.
He told us he didn't like the writing of The Last of Us 2. But he's overanalyzing the story of The Last of Us 2 every day.
That was the original question.
Semantics?
It's not that I miss it. I miss having a positive audience where I knew that I could do whatever and it wouldn't matter.
I thought he
Like,
already had
like,
that. I thought he got that now.
I
Reestreak?
felt like I could share and it was a positive experience sharing with people.
Reestreak?
Not, I'm going to put this on the internet and you're going to have 1,000 idiots who have no life sitting there over-analyzing every piece of it to try to hurt me in some way. That's a fucked up thing that's now how the internet is, you know? That's just exactly how the internet
Look at
is.
how much more effort the
And that's
negative
not
part
how
of
it
this
was
get.
when I started 10 years ago, you know?
I wanted to have fun and be positive, and then I had to deal with these stupid fucking idiot moron, no life, no brain losers. When I just wanted to have fun and play games.
In fact, by the time that happens, my hairline should have receded enough to look exactly like Dr. Neo Cortex, so it should work out perfectly.
Hilarious.
Thank you for the 200-bit cheer.
Bitch cheer.
Hoodrich?
Oh. Yeah.
Have you ever heard of Escape from Tarkov, a PC game? I think you'd be extremely
His name not really Hoodrich,
I
huh?
understand it's like a battle royale survival game, and it's PC only. I've heard of it, but no, I'm not going to play it because it's PC only.
It's a sleeper emoji, too.
Ryan cheered. He says, have you thought about playing Jackbox games that allow stream play someday? Well, Ryan, if you're not aware,
Ryan, do you want DSP to get banned,
We're
Ryan?
talking a long time ago, over 3 years
You want him to
ago,
get banned and be bored, right? And get trolled. Ryan wants
as
DSP
much
to literally
as
get
it was
trolled,
unique
asking him to play
information to
Jackbox.
it was mostly people doing very toxic, nasty,
Trash.
insulting
Get out.
things about myself, my personal
Stupid
life.
fucking waste
They
of
ended
time
up basically
game.
being,
I hate
you know,
Jackbox.
100% detractors were trying to join just to insult and say disgusting things about me.
It's obvious
And as much
stream
as I was
date
like, okay,
feels
I'll roll
bad.
with it back then, and I did. After a while, I realized this is bad. You don't want constant toxic shit on the internet about you. And
Where's
that was
this going?
when I basically cut off. I said, okay, no more vlogs at home, no more personal stuff shared because this is all people.
I can't do vlogs at home, therefore Jackbox is going away.
So that's why I stopped playing it. If I could play Jackbox and have positive,
Guys, I can't play
time
Jackbox
to
anymore
play,
because I stopped
but
doing house
the amount of
tours.
trolling that happens is just out of control to the point where it's like, you know, I know the majority of people trying
Fake
to get in, if I
wedding
Jackbox,
ring?
you're gonna get shitheads, and there's no point in doing it.
Fake wedding ring? These people talking
Rob,
about?
$4.20 says you laugh at Bug Snacks, but you love SpongeBob. Yes.
Yes.
I think SpongeBob, at least from what I've seen, the earlier SpongeBob stuff, the first season.
It's like
in particular,
25 seasons.
I really, really enjoyed because, like I said, it had a lot of adult-themed stuff. Even though kids probably don't understand it, the adult writing and adult themes actually resonated with me. And I like that. It's a show for kids, but if adults watch it, they get something good out of it, too.
You know
It
what?
kind of reminded me of, like, Animaniacs was like
Hey,
that,
Google.
too, back in the
How
day
many
when I used to
seasons
watch
does SpongeBob have?
As for Bug Stacks, I think we've said a lot about it.
Really?
We make fun of it. It's
I
like,
thought it
oh,
was
it's
like
so
24.
stupid. It's
Just
gonna be the end of
12.
the year.
Holy shit.
We're joking. At the same time, like
Really?
I said, I have a theory about what the game's going to be.
Well, and it could
that's
be...
a little
Fuck.
different.
Hey, Google. How many episodes does
So there you go.
SpongeBob have?
SpongeBob SquarePants has 248 episodes.
That's actually not that bad. I thought it would be like a whole year full. 240 something? What is he doing?
All right.
Okay.
Continuing on. Golden Colts.
But he only watched the
cheered
first
and said,
season and part of
"Burger King
season
goes
5, and he
bumper
judges the
value
whole
of
show.
bugs. Will you eat the
But you
bugs?"
have to
Yes.
watch six
Absolutely.
years of DSP and 60,000
Actually, in the United
videos
States, but
to
years
know
ago,
if he jerked off or
McDonald's
not.
got into
Or
trouble
to know
for
if he's
just
bad
that.
at Metal
You
Gear
guys got
Solid, right?
this? McDonald's in
Why are
other
we talking
countries,
about
not the United
McDonald's?
States, but
Whose
other
fault is this?
countries, they had problems getting actual beef
Bruh.
to these countries. So they made burgers out of mealworms and didn't tell anybody. And they got into major trouble for it. Major trouble. Because of this. And then they had to basically say, well, we can't do that anymore. And they changed it back to being real beef. But it's hilarious because then they started advertising our burgers are 100% real beef. It's like, yeah, they should have been. Like, you're advertising that you were doing something disgusting. You know, and now you've changed to what it should have been. You changed your policy to what it should have been to begin with. Like,
what a spin. This is like, well, DSP, you've had $100 tips goal for months before you had the vest goal, and only 150 streams ago did you just start doing something for your tips. You should have been doing something for your tips. I mean, he's not McDonald's, and he's not feeding us mealworms. But what country did that happen in? Not one any of us live in, huh? I don't know. I never ate any mealworms, at least not that I know of. But maybe I did. Who knows, man? He's not talking about that anymore anyway. Now we're talking about what? Corona riots?
But then in the past few days, 2 people, well, I think 3 people were shot and 2 people died. And they were all young, like teenagers. To the point where now, this came out last night, major businesses in that area have sued the city of Seattle.
Oh, that stuff. Okay, great.
It's your legal responsibility.
Wonderful discussions right now.
To make sure that businesses are safe and businesses are allowed to open, especially when we're renting the land or whatever. And you've done none of that. You abandoned the 6-block radius because basically you're inept at what you do. And so we're suing you for damages because for the last month we can't operate and our businesses are irrevocably destroyed because you're an idiot and basically none of you should be in power. It's pretty crazy.
The thing about suing, we always hear about people getting sued and we never hear about the outcome because these people never win.
It's pretty nuts. And,
remember when YouTube got sued?
It hasn't ended yet. It's still going
and DSP talked about it and everybody else talked about it and those dudes lost and nobody wanted to talk about it when he lost.
You can invite only people who are legit. I mean, yeah, the thing is
that's the way love goes.
They're legit and they're not. It's very tricky. It's hard to figure it out. It is. At this point, I have no interest in playing a Jackbox game. I think that we do enough interactive stuff on a daily stream. You know, when I was doing the Jackbox stuff, that was during the time period when I was kind of transitioning into becoming an interactive streamer. So it was something new that I wanted to try. But I think we have so much interactivity on the daily streams anyway that it's kind of a moot point at this point. Okay? Dark Sea to Feel did a 500-bit cheers. Did we ever go back to the Mega Man X series? Mega Man X, well, if you remember, I stopped playing those during the later versions where it was basically 0 or something like that, and I didn't really like them. I thought that they kind of gone off the rails, didn't feel like the original Mega Man games anymore to the point where they were just like incredibly annoying. Certainly, it's not out of the question, but if I would go back to the Mega Man 0 games, I bought the collection earlier this year, I played through 2 of them, and I started the 3rd, I would play those. Those were actually quite good in my opinion. Okay? El Joker 303 subscribed to the channel for 9 months. This is big ups on BITWAVE is next. Yeah, listen, I'm not celebrating Mixer ending, all right? I said this earlier this week, but I'll say it again. Competition is good, and if there's one company that has a monopoly on an entire industry, it's not good.
It's a bunch of competition. They just never get talked about because nobody's streamed now.
Make things improve. If there's no competition, things will never improve. Things will stagnate. And
D-Live is competition now. And Facebook, FB.GG.
Example here is YouTube. YouTube has not had any legitimate competition in the last decade.
And YouTube's competition is
worse on a daily basis. They do nothing to improve. Everything they've done just made the site run worse, look worse, be worse, to the point where advertisers have run from the site and said we want nothing to do with this place. That it's become a toxic
and that website
shit. And that's what YouTube is now because there's no
with that old area law video.
So I want there to be legit competition for Twitch. I want there to be other places people can go to stream so that Twitch will be challenged to continuously improve. Now, obviously, I want Twitch to succeed. Twitch is the platform I stream on, and I like Twitch as a platform to stream on.
Why?
But at the same time,
because they let you make money.
I want there to be competition so that they will improve themselves over time. Okay? So I'm not reveling in celebration that Mixer's done. And I think it's the opposite. I feel bad because I know for a fact there are people in the last year who decided, they decided that they wanted to go to a place that was a little different from Twitch. Maybe they felt there was a better place to have a foothold where there wasn't as
What
much
an obnoxious way of saying
oversaturation,
people
so
switch websites.
with. They saw people like Ninja and Shroud go over there, and like, this is our opportunity. There'll be new eyes on.
What about
Mixer.
Ewok, DSP?
And for a year, they
People
tried to
moved
build
over because of
themselves
Ewok
over
too.
there, and now out of nowhere, out of business. It's terrible. It should never happen like that, and all it means is that Microsoft never gave a fuck about those people. Why on earth would you go do Facebook gaming when Microsoft already dropped Mixer with no warning, proving they didn't?
I don't
care
think
about anyone
Facebook gonna
creating
get
content for them
whatever.
ever.
It don't matter anyway.
Why would you then go to their next project that they could just drop at a moment's notice and fuck you over again?
Because it's not
Right?
Mixer.
I think just based on that, Facebook gaming is destined to fail. And the fact that both Ninja and Shrouds were offered ginormous contracts to go there, and they turned them down, says something. Okay?
It says that they don't want to go there.
All right, continuing on. Only Iced Coffee gifted 3 subs.
They don't want to go to a
Rockstar,
website that basically don't have a
one to Morrowind
anything.
and one to Mundane
After they
Cloud.
already done it
Congratulations
once.
to you, and thank you
This
for your
shocks
support,
me.
Only Iced Coffee. Wings pulling strings
This
at
shocks
100
me.
cheers. So what do you think of Wings of Redemption getting married? Very simple. I congratulate him. Congratulations, being married is an amazing thing.
Congrats, you found somebody that was
Positive in
bored.
my life, and I
Congrats,
wish you all the
Wings.
best in the future with your marriage, and that's all
Best
I have to
wishes.
say about it. Period. My Asian son tipped $1.30
Derek.
and said, "Congrats on the 150 vest streak, father. You are not my son, like they say in China." And then he said a bunch of stuff I'm not going to say, but thank you for the $1 tip. Okay. Big D's did a 100-bit cheer. I said, "Choo choo." Yeah, he said that because there's a hype train going on
really?
right now with only a minute left.
Wow.
It doesn't look like we're gonna hit the next level.
What?
But I guess a hype train commenced with all these cheers and subs coming in. So thank you guys for the support on the hype train here. Appreciate that. Ryan did a 50-bit cheer. He said, "Hype train unlocked." There you go. Golden Coast did a 100-bit cheer and said, "Hype train." Only Iced Coffee gifted us up to.
He didn't even give a shout out to the hype train
Congratulations
until
to the
people
Vest.
donated to talk about the
Only
hype
Iced
train.
Coffee again for the support.
Oh
Bar
my
King cheered 100 bits. Says, "Gotta love another festival." Ryan cheered 100 bits. As if a competitor to YouTube came along like.
That's
the
why he
Amazon
got so
video
much
thing,
bits coming
would you
in.
move
His
back
AC just
to
turned off
YouTube?
again too. It's
Well,
really obnoxious when it turns on and off randomly. I
there
wish he
were
could
rumors
do
that
it
this
on
was
his
gonna
own
happen
and tell
years
us
ago,
at
that
least.
apparently Amazon
Because you
had
listening to
filed
the
for
stream and you
trademark
just get this
trademark
insane
copyright
background
something.
sound.
And I
And then it
said,
just go
I would
away.
probably give it a shot because there's nothing to lose. Seriously, there's nothing to lose. You know, YouTube has fallen apart at the seams and just continuously has more and more issues the further that it exists.
Like what?
To the point where I don't think anyone really 100% believes that you could ever have a business operating solely off of YouTube
Okay,
anymore.
I don't care anymore.
Most people who do YouTube as a living end up having sponsorships and things outside of YouTube that they can depend on. Okay? So, you know, would I give it a shot? I probably would. Absolutely. If there was a legit competitor standing up to YouTube, I would probably try it and see how it worked out. But right now, there is none. That's the thing. There was rumors for years. It was Amazon was going to do it, and then they didn't do it for whatever reason. Oh, let's see here. Marbles the Rabbit cheers. I hope you and Cat are safe. I heard what's been going on in Chaz. First of all, it's Chop. I don't know why people have not... Why they keep calling it Chaz when it was really called Chop. For the
It's
last
amazing that he corrects people on this stupid shit.
And it has nothing to do with us. All right?
And he says it has nothing to do with us. Why the hell you talk about it on your stream then?
Okay. Let's do some shout-outs. All right? Thank
He's
you
been
for
talking
following
about the
people who have
Chaz
not
Chop
chosen the
shit
week
for
so
like 2
far. I
weeks now.
appreciate
At
the
least a
support
week,
this
right?
We've got Angelo
It has
Bestie.
nothing to do with me.
Is it Bestie? Hold on.
How?
No, Angelo Bestcha. Sorry about that. Who's in 10th
Like,
place.
it's stuff that happens in Louisiana. People might not know this, but it's stuff that happened in Louisiana.
Atomic is in
And I don't just talk about all of it on every
Focus
stream
is
just to say I don't
Timbo
care
Slice
about it
is
and it
in
don't
15th.
affect me. Because
Ryan
that's
is in
gay.
4th. Crapcock is in 3rd.
And he
Lex
does it
Fisher
like
is in
every day.
2nd, and Shadow the Hedgehog is in 1st place.
God damn it.
Congratulations.
Calling the cops now.
Thank you for the support, of course. Also, shout out to those who were the people who've gifted subscriptions this week to the channel. Angelo Bestia, Ultimate Cloud 7, Crapcock each have gifted a single sub. Doodly Dread gifted 2 subscriptions. Big Papa Phil gifted 3 subs this week. Super Blind Man actually gifted 5 subs. Thank you very much, Super Blind Man. Lunaba gifted 9 subscriptions this week. Thank you, Lunaba. And Only Iced Coffee. So far this week, 11 subs gifted. In fact, that being said, let's check on sub count for right now.
It's greed. It's greed. Greed
731.
is
We did go up
massively
today so
strong.
far. Thank you for all of the support here on the pre-stream. Also, Spartan King just cheered 100 bits. He said, can you believe we got a Hype Frog emo? Hype Frog. Of course. Okay. Thanks for your money. Fuck you. So, thank you to everyone. First of all,
Bathroom.
Christopher Soul, the top cheerer of the day, 1,060 bits. Rob with the top tip of $4.
It's wild, dude. The pre-stream almost over with.
Stream. Yes,
we've survived.
Goal for this stream. I just want to make that clear. Even though this is a celebratory stream, it's just like a normal stream, and so see if we can keep the vest streak going. But
it's a celebratory normal stream
right now on this stream, and that's okay if it does. I'm super grateful, guys, for all your support over the last 3 months. That's what we're celebrating today. Thank you very much for all of that. All right, here's what we're gonna do: take just a couple-minute break. I need to use the restroom quickly, and then we're gonna have about an hour to an hour and a half of fun discussion, just talking. I have a couple things I'd like to talk about at first. Then I'm going to kind of open it up to Q&A for a bit. And then at some point, the food should be arriving for the live DSP Tries It, which we're going to do. Okay? So let's take a very brief break. I'll go use the restroom, and then I'll be back with some fun discussion for you all. And by the way, yes, I'll be wearing the vest. Thanks. I'll be back shortly.
So he's going to put... Damn it. I guess you're giving me something to do now, right? Because I got to check the last vest celebration now. I swear I remember him not having the vest on, because I remember saying the vest should be free on the vest celebration stream. Oh my God. It's a Lady Gaga song just turned on. I hope I didn't already pass it up. It was more than 2 weeks ago, right? Wow, it was only a month ago. All right. Oh, you did? Oh, no, he already had enough money. He got it really fast for this one. Oh. Oh. Yeah, he got $147 during pre-stream last Vest Fest. This Vest Fest, he's got $9 at the end of the pre-stream. Ooh, so we're getting the vest for free, but that's because people didn't pay for it ahead of time like last time. That's something. I think. Nothing you could do. Nothing you could do. I can play these now.
Moon viewing ceremony tip $2. I win chargebacks.
Something else I just thought about too. I forgot what it was.
Chargebacks, and I didn't know who it was until PayPal sent me the information. So I sent PayPal the information. I'm gonna lose $800 and I can't afford that.
You put $2. Moon viewing ceremony. That story was the worst, bro. Once I figured out what was going on, I was just taking it back and mind blown though. He won all of his chargebacks. He won most of his chargebacks. And then he was bragging about how he was winning chargebacks. And then he get this dude with the chargebacks that he's probably won because he didn't talk about it again after that. He just didn't have anything to talk about today. Thank you. You know how I be.
Big ups half mil Phil for the dollar. Ket
yeah, we got
a
higher bits than donation. Like
she doesn't run out of perks anymore. Also, congrats
how did you spell
on becoming
perks?
CEO of BITWAVE.
I knew it. I knew it.
A nation.
Kenny DePlug tipped $4.20. Puff Harder, the king of retro himself, complains
I
that
remember
his slim
now.
Game doesn't save whenever he wants. Thoughtful face, thoughtful face, thoughtful face.
I wish he would have got it on PS4, because if he got it on PS4 and had the same problem, then it would have actually been a problem. But because it's on Xbox, he don't play anything on it. But last night, he had like, I forgot how much money he had. But last night he was doing his vest begging because all of his streams are vest begs. So he was doing his typical vest begging like, oh yeah, you guys, if we don't hit the stream, the vest streak tonight, well, I guess I'm just going to be playing. What is he going to play? Not Minecraft. Shit. SpongeBob. I think it was SpongeBob he said he was going to play. But it might have been The Last of Us. I forgot. But he was like, oh, I'm just going to play something else if we don't hit the vest goal, you guys. And this is 149th vest streak. And then he told us he didn't even order the food yet. The food that's going to be like driven to his house. He don't have to leave his house this time like he did with the, not tea, not coffee, the Starbucks, whatever the fuck it was. But he didn't even buy like his $10 worth of burgers yet. because he's that much of a greed meister. Of course, that's what we're gonna call him. He didn't even want to buy burgers ahead of time, dude. He didn't want to buy burgers ahead of time. Burgers. And you know Cat gonna get one anyway. He probably buying 4 fucking burgers. He's gonna get 3, and Cat gonna get 1. And then he's gonna tell Jasper, sorry Jasper, one of the burgers fell on the ground, and when it fell, it opened up. So like the whole burger is ruined. So he's gonna lie to his kid and eat his burger and eat another 2 burgers. After pretending like he didn't even want to order them. Hey, Bobby Ling resub. Oh no, they got gifted a sub. I don't even know if Bobby Ling. No, they're here. Vintage DSP fan Bobby Ling. Feels good.
Why, I told you I could make it rain.
Sniff Burlington tipped
they here for the Vest Fest.
20 cents. Big ups. Spee is the reincarnation of MLK Jr. He's just showing us the path he's walked his whole life.
So many weird things people make him talk about now. It's nothing he could do. He don't have a choice. He got to talk about the Chaz and the Chop and the president and that president and like what's happening in Ukraine and like 5 streaming websites and Shroud and Ninja. You know what I just thought about too? This dude go out of his way to give us these gaming updates on games he don't even fucking care about and games his viewers don't even play. Why the fuck we don't get updates like that when Fortnite get updates? He obviously want to just waste time. And if you want to waste time, Fortnite discussions can easily help him waste time. I'm sure at least one person in the chat can pretend to be interested in Fortnite. Yeah, man, they put sharks in the game. It's really fucking stupid. That's why I don't play anymore. But for some reason, the idiots that still play it, well, I don't mean like the people that play it are idiots. What I mean is like, you know, the game is like, obviously meant for like a different type of gamer or whatever with the item shops and stuff. So like, I'm just saying, you know, like, I'm not like if you like that, it's okay. But, you know, I'm just like, you know, I'm being honest that it's not really my type of game. But they put sharks in the game. How fucking stupid is that? You can go fishing now and a shark actually catches the bait and you ride the shark. Like, and this is a shooting game. This is a third-person shooter. You ride fucking sharks. But like I was saying, I don't really care about it. But if you guys like it, then that's okay. It's okay if you guys like it. That's obviously, you know, that's how people talk, right? The thing is, if somebody go out of their way like that to shit on something and then say it's okay if you like it, if you like it, you feel kind of, you know, you might be a little annoyed, just a little tiny bit. And he did that with Minecraft for like a decade. You stupid fucking kids, idiots. Oh, it's okay if you like it. Wow, that was a Shaw bathroom break, actually. Hey, his AC turned back on. Wait, was that a song? No, he back. He gotta be back. What is he doing? He's just...
All right.
Okay, okay.
Are you guys ready? Of course it was a short break. I told you I said to use the bathroom quick.
Yeah, you always say that, though. And it's 20 minutes later you come back.
All right, so a couple shout-outs. Only Iced Coffee did 100... excuse me. Let's try that again. Only Iced Coffee.
Hey, just shout-outs anyway.
Now, wait a minute!
No! Best viewing ceremony lolly tip $14.88. Wait a minute.
Thank you for the
Best
Matt Mundane.
ceremony, best viewing 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 ceremony. Moon 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 viewing ceremony.
Thanks, big ups.
Big ups,
Thanks, dude.
Paulette Bernalski for the dollar. I might lose $800, so I am butterfly out of $800. That doesn't matter, but it does cause bills, guys. _snort_.
Hey, you have to also remember, even if you gave him that $800, it wouldn't be enough because that would make him just break even.
All right. Here's the thing.
He's not making a
All right,
profit.
you know what? I'll start recording. We'll start explaining all of this now, okay?
Finally, YouTube mode coming on. It took. Thank you for the whole while.
Big ups, Kyot
Nope,
Burnell
not
for
yet.
the $1. Hey T. Paul saw me texting you and has caught on to how you've been flying me out, so looks like I am going to have to move in with you for clout underscore.
Yo, look at
My
this.
hair's sticking out.
Look at this.
My hair is so effing
It's
long
nothing
right
you can
now.
do about that.
My hair is so long.
First of all, it always looked like that.
Like wetting it down, pushing it back, it still sticks
Gross,
out because I can't
disgusting.
get a haircut. My hairdresser is
Absolutely disgusting.
stupid.
Blame everybody
Okay, you
else.
guys ready?
Well, YouTube mode on.
Whoa. Ladies and gentlemen, sorry this was not centered. Welcome to VestFest 2.0, also known as Vestival 2.0, or in light of the games that I've been playing recently, The Vest of Us. Today is Thursday, June 25th, 2020, and I am here to celebrate that. Ladies and gentlemen, 150 straight streams.
We have to do a poll. What are you
Holy
looking
shit.
forward to the most?
Where we have hit
What
the
segments
best
we
streak.
got?
You can
Burger
believe it.
segment,
You
cat
can-
segment.
I mean, it's insanity that this has happened. I never expected that this would happen.
Oh yeah, and the boomer segment, which
Last
is the whole
month,
thing, I guess,
we
huh?
hit 100 straight streams.
Oh no, tech segment.
And me putting on a vest in celebration. And
Spoiler alert,
it
tech
blew me
segment
away.
gonna
I
happen
was
in this.
so, like, blown away by your positivity, your support, that I said I wanted to do a special event, and that's why we did the vest streak last time around. And it was a fun event, and you guys said, will you do it again? We loved it. Will you do it again? And I said, yeah, okay, well, what do you guys want to do? And they're like, well, you should do it at milestones, okay? So after the last streak, I said, well, I don't want to do it every couple of weeks. If I did that, it would be far too often. It wouldn't feel special. Plus, that would take away from, you know, doing gameplay throughs and the like. I'd constantly be doing vest celebrations and stuff. So let's maybe do it every 50. Now, I didn't think we were going to hit it. I even said after the last vest streak, I thought for sure.
He said that on the 20th
for
vest
sure
streak.
that it was all going to end. That was it. Like,
Get him out of
that was
here!
the milestone everyone was pushing for. We hit the milestone, and that was going to be the end of it. Now, to my shocking surprise, that was not the case. To my shocking surprise, stream after stream after stream, people came out to support, and we kept hitting the tips goal. Now, admittedly, it's become a lot harder. This last month, there were probably, out of the 50 streams, probably like 10 to 15 of them, where we were down to like the last 20 minutes of the stream and hadn't hit the tips goal. We had one the other day. It was the conclusion of Sleeping Dogs. We were like $80+ away from hitting the
This
tips goal.
we.
But
He has to beg for this every
whenever I
time
thought
now.
Jesus
It's great.
is it, and it's okay if it ends because it's been such a wild ride and you guys have been so supportive. People will come out at the last minute and support, and we hit the tips goal. So it was pretty insane. The amount of support I've been getting, and obviously, again, it shocks me that this is still continuing right now. Okay, so thank you to those of you who have been hanging out on the streams in the last 3 months, who've been incredibly supportive, who allowed this streak to continue. We got a fun festival in store for everyone today here on stream. We got a lot to do.
It's
in fact, this
tail
first segment's gonna
time.
be kind of unique.
This
because I
place
got
is
a
weirder
few
than 4th of July at Rick
topics that
James'
I want
place.
to talk with you guys about. Because, you know, during interactive streams where I'm doing gameplay, I'll answer your questions or whatever, but I usually don't get to talk in depth about specific things. It's not like I'm doing a constant podcast or whatever, where I have topics that I hone in on that I want to talk about. And I have a few of those today that I like to do. Okay, so we're going to do that. We're going to do some Q&A. We got a live DSP Tries It taste test coming up. A head-to-head taste test for the Impossible Whopper versus the regular Whopper at Burger King, which I'm excited for because I love the Whopper at Burger King. I've never done a head-to-head taste test like this before. It's the first time ever.
He loves the Whopper at Burger King? I thought he never ate the gross, disgusting fast food.
It's going to be a good, fun stream.
Now he loves the Whopper?
We do have a goal, a tips goal for this stream.
Fucking
like stream. And if we don't hit it, we don't hit it.
But that's red meat, the gout.
Fine. Now, one thing I want to say up front. I apologize because I had hoped to have a new vest for you guys today. I really wanted to have a new
vest for fucking
this
what?
stream. I don't have one. Here's why. Last festival,
oh my God,
I ordered one online that looked one way, and when it showed up, just as I suspected, didn't look at all like what it looked like online when I bought it.
Why didn't he show us?
Brighter and a different design.
Did this happen and he literally didn't show us?
This happens all the time.
Really?
Stuff online that's clothing.
I never heard of this
What you
story.
get is not what you think you're going to get based on what you're shown.
Huh?
Okay. People didn't like the vest that I ordered. Thank God.
We saw this
The
vest
day of
and he
the
got rid of it?
festival, a month ago, the Platinum Vest showed up, and that
oh,
was
it's the blue one.
You guys really liked the Platinum Vest reveal and everything.
Does
and
he mean the blue vest? He
blue
still
vest
uses
and
it.
This original beige vest alternated over the course of the last month whenever we hit a tip skull.
But he still uses it.
Pretty cool to be able to alternate and have variety on the streams.
The way he talked about it, you think you got a refund.
And yesterday I went out. It was the first time I was able to do this because finally, after 3.5 months
Corona
of lockdown,
segment.
the state of Washington has eased restrictions on what we can do. And as long as we wear face masks, we can actually go to stores again. So I actually went to 3 different stores.
Yeah, I think he liked the blue vest too. He said he didn't like it because his chat said he didn't like it. Well, his chat said they didn't like it. He just going along with it.
They get stuff from like other stores that are unsold and they put it into their own store. There's another store that kind of does that. It's like, again, unsold stuff from other.
He's never going to say the name of these random department stores.
And I went to all these stores, 2 days ago.
Yeah,
It was Tuesday.
yesterday.
Waited in line because some of them, they have limited capacity, how many people can be inside the store because of these coronavirus restrictions. And sadly didn't find anything. The one store had a few. They had one vest that was blue, just like
I thought they didn't have any.
I wasn't going to get that. One place had one that was black. Now, the major complaint I've gotten over the last month is that the blue
I thought the
vest
blue
is
one was
too hard to
ugly.
see on stream. I frequently wear
Didn't he
the
tell us the
dark
blue one was
t-shirt.
ugly?
Wearing the
But now
blue
it's
vest over
it's
the black,
hard to see.
You can't see it. And because you can't
see black, you guys.
Like
Black is impossible to see.
That. So really, the blue vest is more catered
You know what
to
that
rare
means.
time when I'm wearing a white shirt or a beige shirt or maybe a red shirt, a lighter colored shirt. Versus
And yeah, he
black.
did say he was going to wear the blue vest out on his
I didn't want to get a
own.
black vest. That
Like
I
he
could
literally
wear
bought it for
80% of the
himself.
time. So it didn't seem to make sense.
He's
to get a
giving us
black
just
vest. The
just
blue
lies.
vest
Unless that was a
really
lie.
nice.
It is DSP.
I was very disappointed about. It was half like brown and half green, almost like an olive color. And I thought that was unique. It looked very different from all the other vests that I have. It even looked nice. But unlike these other vests that basically have nothing on the inside, this vest legit had like fur or faux fur inside of it. It was hot. I put it on. I was like, oh my God. I had it on for like 20 seconds and my body temperature was going up. I was like, there's no way.
He took his own temperature.
I could actually wear that vest on a stream because if I did, I'd be too hot. Right now it's the summertime here in Washington State. As you can hear, I got the air conditioner pumping at maximum. And there's no way that I could be wearing a vest that's going to heat up my body temperature like that, okay?
You better take a sip.
So unfortunately, I'm sad because I really wanted to have a new vest for you guys for this event. I don't. I apologize up front. There's no big vest reveal or anything happening.
Why is he stalling? Because he's DSP.
But I will tell you this. I have a plan in place. If we do hit a 200 vest streak,
Yikes.
All right, which I'm not expecting. I'm not asking. I'm just saying if we do, because you guys
Hype,
already gave me
yikes.
away 3 months of
Hype,
positivity
yikes.
that I never expected. If we
Another
hit a 200
50.
vest streak, yes, that will be the next festival celebration.
Aim.
And
That's rough.
I will absolutely have a new
That's
vest
rough.
in store for you guys. I know exactly what I want to do for this one.
These carrots he
planned
dangle in
for
front
it.
of his
I'm
viewers
ready for it
is
this time.
gross, dude. It's
Okay?
horrifying.
So,
I thought you were going to
at
update
200
your streams,
vest streak, I
DSP.
promise you there will be a new vest revealed on that event.
You should
okay?
update your stream at a 200 vest
Fair
reveal.
enough? Okay? All right. And I'm sorry that I don't have it for you this time around. I really am.
Yeah, sure.
All right. So, a couple things. The first thing that I want to do on today's festival, I want to read a message to you guys, okay? This is a message from
This dude is worse than a game publisher, bruh.
ago.
The new
Now,
Call of
I'm
Duty
looking
not
right
even
now
out yet, and he wants us to buy the expansion pack.
to show my gratitude.
This is going to
And
be
I feel
good.
like
This is
now
going to be
the
good.
time that I want to read
Hey, Google,
because,
play
you
some
know,
sad
100
music.
Best Streak, it was kind of like a big thing, a viral thing.
Here's a Spotify
And
playlist called Sad
I was
Songs.
surprised that we hit it, but we hit it. I was super
Fucking
excited.
Spotify, though.
But now it's 150. And
Yep, Spotify.
now it's like, this is crazy.
Google,
Like,
stop.
this
We
is
don't
people
like you. Hey, Google,
who
stop. Go away.
love
Shut
my
up.
content so much. They love the positivity around the
You're
content
like a
so much.
fucking
during this
NSYNC
festival,
song.
They don't want it to stop. It's kind of
No.
like a way to show that I'm the ultimate underdog and I'm still here after 11, 12 years, despite all the crap that's happened to me, that we can still have fun interacting.
I have to switch to YouTube, dude.
You guys are standing up for the content that I put out, that you like it. You like me as a person, obviously. And you're contributing to make that positivity wave continue. Okay.
Eventually, he's going to do the
out
thing
there
he
on a
told
daily
us he's
basis,
going to
still
do.
talk
Give him
shit
some
and
time.
slander me and saying, Phil's successful, too bad. Right.
Hey, Google.
Thank you for that.
Play
Especially
sad
now, I said this on the pre-stream,
instrumentals.
But I'll say it again now because some
Fucking
people will not
gotcha.
watch the pre-stream, and I know that. Right now is a very critical time for me.
Bitch.
Next month, in the month of July, I have
Not
to work with my lawyer.
no,
Pay my
not
lawyer a lot of
Triple
money
X,
to
dude.
retain him. But my lawyer is going to work with the federal government to work out a payment plan for back taxes for me, okay? This has already been established, but as you know,
Fuck it.
I
did
filed for
nothing wrong.
bankruptcy at the very end of 2019/early 2020, and because of that, that negated
Hey
any
Google,
plan I had with the government.
play
and
sad
hiatus,
bitch.
all right?
Hey
Now,
Google,
it's gonna
play
end up
sad
being
piano
reasonable.
music.
I'm hoping it's going to be something reasonable.
Oh,
I'm
no,
hoping it's
Persona.
something afford, and they're not going to demand
This'll work.
that I somehow
Oh,
come
no,
up
that
with
don't
magic
work. Never
money
mind.
out of nowhere to pay.
I hate
get
you.
caught up
I
as
hate you.
can.
Fuck it. This thing going in the
I'm
trash.
hoping that it's going to be something fair, and it's going to put me on something
She
that I
want to
can
play
afford.
get
Once
get
that's
video blocked
established,
by
okay,
Triple X
I can now see how
Temptation.
much money I make on a monthly basis. I can compare that with what I have to pay the federal government for taxes on a monthly basis, and I can actually do
I wonder
a
if people
budget.
still
For the
use him for
first
the
time
thumbnails of
in
their
years, I
videos.
can figure out a budget, and once I have a budget,
Probably.
now I can say, oh, can I
DSP
actually
never had a
afford
budget?
those new consoles coming out later this year? Can I afford to improve stuff in my office, like maybe eventually getting rid of this love seat and getting a different chair or something like that, something different? Can I plan on doing
I thought he was
something
gonna
with my
read a
family,
letter somebody
like
sent
actually
him.
go on a nice trip with my wife, which we never got to do when we got married last year.
What?
These are all things that are possibilities for my future that I can finally start doing once I get past this hurdle in July. And
Wow.
admittedly, you guys have been helping me so much the past few months. I'm in a much better position now, at least going into July. I don't know what the results of July are going to be. I have no idea.
Is he
But
serious about this?
going into this situation, I'm in a much better position, you know, because you guys have been so supportive of me the past few months. And I'm saying thank you so much again, wholeheartedly. I mean it. Thank you so much for the ongoing positivity and support. It's amazing. Even if
I
it
think
all
a trip
ends
with him and
today,
Cat gonna cost a lot
okay,
more than a
if
chair.
it all ends today, that's fine.
He's not gonna buy a gaming chair, by the way.
happy.
He didn't say that part, but he specifically
What's
went out his
happened
way to
for the
say he's
last
not gonna
months.
buy
At
a
the same
gaming
time,
chair. He
if it
just means a
continues,
different
that's
type of chair.
amazing, and you guys have blown me away day by day with the fact that this thing continues, okay? So, all that being said, I have a special message that I would like to read from a fan a few months ago that I never really revealed, okay? But first, a couple shout-outs. Timbo Slice here wanted the Platinum Vest. We're not doing the... Okay, here's what we're going to do. Right now, we're in the original vest. If we do hit the tips goal for this stream, I will give you guys two options. Either I could put on a different vest, like you want us to put on the Platinum Vest, we'll do that, or I could put on the Gunner Glasses, since technically we've already hit the Tier 1 reward during this event. I could do either, or depending on what you guys want, okay? If we double the tips goal, then I could do both. But again, I'm not really expecting that much. I'm not. I think this is going to be a slow stream, and I think this may actually be...
Bruh, can he not do this right now?
We see the vest goal end.
Saying this is,
okay?
he knows it's gonna make
So we'll
people
see what
send
happens,
more. It's reverse
okay?
psychology. He's been
Triple
doing
Cheer
reverse
again, it's a
psychology
streak
for
so hard, did it,
148
so
streams about.
Romy Rowe resubscribed to the channel for 26 months. Thank you, Romy Rowe, for the support.
My
Anyways,
God.
Okay. All right. So
Read
what
the
I'd like to
fucking
do
thing,
right
dude.
now
Come on.
Is read you this nice message that I got a few months ago. Okay. This is a message that blew me away when I got it. It actually made me tear up a bit. Every once in a while, someone sends me a nice message like this, and it blows me away. And I saved it purposely because I felt this is like a really nice time to show. Not, you know, like I said, the 100 vest streak, there was viral popularity behind it. Now, admittedly, I don't think that the vest streak thing is as popular, yet it persists. Meaning there are people out there who like what I do so much they legitimately want to see this continue, and now I feel like this is the right time to read this, okay? So, I'm not going to tell you guys the name of the person, or anything like that. I'm just going to read you their message, okay? They said, the first playthrough that I ever watched of yours was your co-op playthrough of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Turtles in Time Reshelled, way back when in 2009. Back then, I was just 11 years old, and now I'm actually 22. I've been a fan ever since. While I don't have as much time to watch your videos on YouTube or catch your streams on Twitch anymore, I do my best to still support and pop in whenever I can. The reason that I'm sending you this email is very simple. I hope this is an okay way of reaching you. Of course it was. Is to say thank you. The last decade, you've provided me with so many laughs, and those laughs have gotten me through some of the toughest times of my young life. I was an avid user of your original King of Hate forums way back in 2010, and actually I met my now lifelong best friend in the forum chat, who I still talk to on a nearly daily basis to this very day. Without you, that connection would never have been made. I would never have met her, so absolutely I must thank you for that as well, and I know she would be thankful as well. You've also been a huge motivational inspiration over the past decade. With all of the unwarranted garbage and harassment, never get enough. A full decade later, through all the turmoil, you're still here doing what you love, and that's incredibly commendable. You taught me that no matter what, you can't ever give up. You can't give in, and you certainly can't let anyone or any group of trolls force you to quit something. Thank you for this lesson. I'm also happy for you that you've been able to find love with Kat, and I'm glad that you two are able to wed and you're doing well, and I wish you both the absolute best moving forward. I apologize not having much more to offer you than a few kind words, and I feel compelled to reach out to you and to say thank you. Whether you realize it or not, you've made huge waves in the world, and many of them are positive ones. The internet the internet loves to focus on negativity, but you've actually done great things. You've pioneered trends that now dominate.
Oh, I was about to say, yo, even Google gave up on my music. Come on.
Whether the majority of people choose to recognize that or not. We've all made
I see messages like this in way shorter forms in one Fortnite stream every day. This 12-year-old wrote this dude this, and he waited months to read it on a Vest stream. This dude sent him a fucking Christmas letter, and he's reading it on a Vest stream.
Not a villain, as so many people attempt to make you out to be. I'll always be a fan. I'll always respect you and what you've done, and what you'll know that you'll always be a legend in the world.
Always a legend.
Keep going as long as
they
you
never
can.
die, dude.
All else, be sure that at the end of the day that you're happy, love and appreciate you, man. Take care.
He's about to cry after reading this 12-year-old's letter. Thank you.
And
Thank you, Michael. That's his name.
I just want you guys to understand that means the world to me when I get a message like that. It's been tough. You know, my life has been tough over the last decade.
This wasn't supposed to happen.
And when I read a message like that, I'm sorry that I'm tearing up like a baby.
This is the most he's ever cried in the video, actually.
It was worth it. You know, like all
this right now
to me.
Aunt died.
All the stress and the mental shit that I go through on a daily basis.
This is the time he's cried the most, right here.
That it's worth it because there's people out there.
Maybe it's making it all come back.
Got something out of all of this. You know, it wasn't just some dickhead in front of a camera. You know, doing stupid videos, that actually meant something to people, and that means the world to me. That there's people out there that, you know, for a decade.
Should have read this 3 months ago when he got it. Well, no, he said a few, didn't he?
And they've been watching
I just
my life
converted it to 3 in my head.
How I've become a better person, you know.
He got this shit like December 24th.
When I started, I did
at least the burger is gonna make him feel better. Don't worry, it's okay. The burger's gonna put him in a better mood.
And matured, especially the last 3 to 4 years, I've changed as a person and a content creator, and I realize now, you know, we have things going on in the world right now with Black Lives Matter and stuff, and you look back at the stuff that I've done, man, I was an idiot with the stuff that I said and did, not caring about, you know, if anyone was offended or hurt by the stuff that I did, because there was thousands of people watching me, you know, and
you can't even make this shit up. You seriously can't make it up.
All right. It makes me feel like people grew with me. That this
I actually forgot about that. This is more crying than when he talked about T too.
I felt I never knew that anything that I ever did would
stroking
have that
his ego is what gets to him the most, right?
Dicking around. I saw angry videos.
Out anything else that can happen, stroking his ego. That's it. That's the one.
But talent, then I can do.
That's how you bring the tears out.
You know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
And now I feel that over 10 years later, even if there's so many shitheads who hate me, there's at least a body of work on the internet that you guys can watch whenever you want, and you can see my evolution as a person over the last decade. And that means the world to me to get a message like that. And listen, I'm certainly not trying to downplay people who have been incredibly supportive to me on the streams and everything, but that kind of message right there, that makes it all worthwhile. It does. Like that, it touches me, and it makes me know that, you know, there are people who get it. That there are people who get it. They understand who I am and what I'm about and why I've done this as long as I have, and why I'm still doing it, and I'm not going to give up doing it, you know.
The thing is, did that dude get it?
That is so meaningful to me.
Does anyone know why DSP does this? DSP don't know why.
They get it. They understand.
Do you even need a reason why?
Give up on this. That
in
I want
reality,
to do it as long as I can. That it means something to me, and the fact that it has meaning to you.
The dude that's making his burger today, they don't have a fucking reason why they're making it.
Thank you so much. That message, I saved that purposely for months until I felt it was the right time. And I hope that you guys...
How was today the right time to read this, though?
In reality. I feel that there's people out there that are like that get it, but they don't want to say anything. Like I said earlier, there's people who are just so afraid of being trolled by the shitheads on the internet, but understand that none of this, what they say and does matters at all. None of it means a damn thing.
A fucking crying segment. An actual Amber Lynn tier crying segment.
It's their own nonsense.
From him reading the letter that stroked his ego.
The DSP
has read letters like that before from people that said they was about to die.
They're selfish and they're weak.
God damn it, dude.
Not a single person of those people who constantly try to bring me down could have ever gone through what I've gone through in the last decade and kept doing it. They couldn't. They would have quit. They would have tapped out and ran away like the little sissies that they are because they hide
It makes
behind
you a
the anonymity
sissy
of the internet.
if you stop
That's why
being
they
a
do it.
Let's Player because people swat your
So
house
I
and
really
do a
feel I
bunch of
told you
other
guys, the
weird
whole
stuff
team
to
hate
you.
moniker. The reason
It
it came to be
does.
is
I
because
agree,
felt that when
DSP.
people
It
hated
makes
on
them
me,
a sissy.
Okay. When people hated
But what if
on
he
me,
quit just because he didn't
that
want to do it
was
anymore? Would that have
a
made him a
motivation
sissy if he
for
got
me
uninterested
to
in
do
it?
better and
You
to
like the lean in,
persevere.
man?
And this message right here is saying, yeah, that's exactly what they got out of it.
Have you
And no
considered
matter what
dyeing
people
your
threw against
goatee?
me,
It
that I
looks
don't
really
give up,
white
and it's
today,
helped
and you
them
look
the last
50
10
years
to get
old.
through shit in
Yeah,
their
that was
life.
the lean in
That
right there.
means something. So thank you guys
Nice, not.
who stuck with me. Thank you, you know what I mean, and supported me so much. I appreciate it so much. It does mean a lot to me, okay?
You better take a sip.
Those
fucking
sissies
sleazy
would have
asshole.
quit. DSP
right.
isn't a sissy. He's a man. He didn't quit his Let's Play career.
Thank you, Mature Adult, for the 100-bit share. Ryan did a 347-bit share and said, "We're here for you, man. We appreciate you do what you do, and you never gave up."
Shut up, Ryan.
Plum Goral tipped me $20.
Hey.
It says, "There's plenty of us like that kind of person. We're here with you. I've been watching you since 2009. You kind of got me through a lot. I'm happy you're still here. I'm happy to be here, enjoying your content more and more."
Oh,
so thank you for
yeah.
sharing that.
Nice lean in snort they got, too.
All right, thank you, Plum
wow.
Goral. Let me get you.
They get an extra reward for their
top
massive
for today. I
contribution.
appreciate
They get a lean in snort. Delicious.
Okay.
God damn it, DSP. Why did you do this? Why was this the time
Actually,
you cry a bunch?
Patriarchy also is here today.
This is the one people
And
can
just
make
tipped me
fun of
$11
because of the
says, "I'm not crying,
context.
you're crying. Maybe I'm crying just a little, man." Thank you, Patriarchy, for the $11 tip. That gets up to $40 now.
Oh my God, he's snorting extra because
I gotta
of
hope
crying.
that- excuse me. My sinuses don't screw up for the rest of the stream because it's going to be a standard length stream.
Great.
By the way, you probably noticed I'm messing with my hair.
He
Take
looks
a look
so
at this.
bad.
My hair is incredibly long. Probably the longest.
His
it's
hair
been in a
always
long
stick out like
time
that though. He put
because
headphones on to put it
the
down.
hairdresser that Kat and I go to,
And he's
still hasn't
blaming his
reopened.
hairdresser, but
actually
it's
part of the
literally his
chain of
fault.
hairdressers
If he
out
had
there
a
in
hairdresser
Washington
still,
State.
this would still happen.
None of them have reopened, even though our lockdown for the pandemic has loosened. The entire chain is still closed. And I've gone to their website.
Why does he
and
go to a
there's no
chain to get a
information of
haircut?
when they're
He can't
reopening.
just try another
So
place
it's
for
gotten to the
one
point where Kat's
time.
like, I don't know if we can wait.
This is how
So
much
we
of a
may end up going
DSP
somewhere else to
DSP
get our
is.
haircut, although at this point, everyone who
He's scared to go somewhere else. It might kill him. What if it's a
For a
troll?
month.
What if a troll
Everyone's
run it?
trying to
What
get
if a
their
troll run a
haircut at
barbershop?
once, which sucks because why are some of them still closed?
They're gonna
Doesn't make any
dox his
sense.
son. It's not.
So, I apologize. My hair looks
Maybe he
terrible.
cannot
It's
lean
sticking
in
out.
to
There's nothing I
snort
can
and
do
sniff,
about
but
it,
you know.
Okay. The next thing I'd like to talk about, guys. All right. The Last of Us 2 is obviously the biggest game out there right now. It's a game everyone's playing, everyone's talking about. And, of course, with a game
For some
like
reason,
that,
the
and with me
festival
playing it and
has a
doing
Last of
commentary
Us
and
2
criticism
segment, so
going
this is when you can
there's
go to
gonna
the bathroom,
be
I guess.
misconceptions. There's going to be people who
Thank you for the
have
Big ups
criticism.
MST negates for the dollar. Hey
About the way
Tevin,
that
wondering your thoughts on the Beverly Hills Cop franchise.
I actually never watched
Do you
them,
have a
dude.
favorite movie?
All I know is that Eddie Murphy's in it. Feels bad. Thank you for the dollar.
Big ups Gex
And
for
it's-
the dollar.
it's 3
Is it
of 'em,
true
isn't it?
those pay pigs will do anything?
I think it's 3 of them.
Is it true those geisha girls will do anything?
Back to back to back to back to back to back. Like Drake.
Fucking Last of Us
Lost
2.
_in_ Technicolor tip $3.33. Isn't it weird how much that letter sounds like Phil wrote it _?
What if Panda Lee wrote it? Did he check the email it came from? Oh, fuck. You know what? I mean, of course, obviously it could be fake, but you... Oh my God, the snorts and the sniffs. We have to remember, this is DSP. This is the same dude. I did a video about it. He got emails in like 3 in the morning and shit from, who was it? What is he? I'm just hearing like one word every once in a while.
I don't care that there's a possibility that there may be
He literally complained about the
a
lesbian
transgender
scene
person in the game
specifically.
or anything like that. I don't care about that. And it's funny that that's become
That's
this
what I was
big
trying to think of.
hotbed
Super Meat Boy.
discussion
He
about
got
the game
emails
that
from
it
Super Meat Boy, and he
dares
knew
to
it was
have
Super Meat
these
Boy,
characters as part
and
of
he
the main
still was
plot
willing
line.
to send him
Other games
trophies,
don't usually do that.
statues
There's not
for money.
representation for those groups properly. in
So
games.
it's like the
I don't
person
think
that
The
emailed
Last
him,
of
it
Us
could have
2 is
literally
any
been
better or
from
worse than the game because it has that
fredfucks@gmail.com, and he
It's good
still
that
reads it on the stream and cries
it's able
over
to
it.
have that and
It
not
could have
have
literally
backlash
been
against it.
anyone
I'm certainly not
with
criticizing
any
him for
reason
that
for sending them that
whatsoever.
email.
Okay.
Could have been half true, all fake, literally a troll, anything.
The plot is nonsensical
because it's DSP.
In the way that the characters are portrayed, based on what
from
we know
Leanna.hangingout@gmail.com. He's like, whoa, it's a fan.
All right. Now, I know a lot of people have issue with the, oh my God, at the very beginning of the game, there's a twist. I'm not going to spoil the game, by the way. But at the very beginning of the game, there's a twist where, oh my God, there's a plot point that no one expected, and that's horrible because this is something that we were expecting of the game to be more similar to the first game, and it's not. And several times during the game, there's flashback segments that are very similar to the gameplay of the first game, and a lot of people are like, why couldn't the whole game have just been that instead of what it ended up being? Okay?
You better take a sip.
And fair enough, you're going to get those criticisms. But that's also not what I'm criticizing, okay? At all. Here's what I'm criticizing about The Last of Us Part 2 and why I really feel the game, why I think the plot of the game kind of sucks, okay? The portrayal of the main characters, in particular Ellie, is not well written. It's actually a retcon of everything that we were led to believe and learn about these characters and that character in particular from the first game. And I don't like that, okay?
Yeah,
in The Last of Us 1.
It's,
Ellie was a girl.
Just a little, and wait, he doesn't want to spoil a game, but he's willing to tell us this,
Ellie was not aware,
which is great. He's willing to tell us that the second game retcons the first game, but he's not willing to spoil the game, even though he's willing to play the whole game on this same channel, the same TTV channel, to the same viewers. He has less viewers when he plays The Last of Us 2 now than he does right now. But he doesn't want to spoil the game, you guys.
Like, at one side,
he's in a different universe right now as he does this stream.
From girls that
he's not a game spoiler.
Because she has to live with survival at every waking moment. In fact, if you remember, the first time
this
she
pig
takes a life
explaining The Last of Us story,
it's a big thing for her.
He's not going to spoil the second one, though. It's okay. You don't have to close the stream yet.
Because she never did that before. But over the course of the game, she grows up, she matures, and
he played this game twice and forgot the fucking story to the point where he had to watch the game with somebody else playing it. And Cat.
There's very humanistic things.
And he probably still didn't know the story. And he read like 20 reviews and then he found his opinion.
She tells these
AKA he stole an opinion.
And at first Joel thinks that they're just terrible, but then after a while it becomes this way to have some human connection in a game that otherwise doesn't have a lot of that human connection because it's always about survival, killing to survive. Okay? But for me, okay? For me, the key point about The Last of Us 1 that the sequel retcons, and I feel is terrible, that why they did that, and that's why I really don't like the plot of the sequel, is this following scene. There's actually a scene in The Last of Us 1 where Ellie runs away from Joel and Tommy.
Stay back!
And Joel and Tommy have to go out to try to find her. Okay? So they go on this chase sequence in order to try to find Ellie. They find her in a house reading a diary.
Bruh, these lean-ins right now, dude. It looks like he's reading a script. And he's just looking at the chat, isn't he? But it's so many lean-ins. Look at this.
And she's reading the diary.
And she's reading the chat. And she looks up at the camera. And he's panicked because he doesn't know what to say. And he says, is this really my stream?
Girls only caring about
dudes only caring about vests and tip goals and sub goals and bitch ears.
The reason she reacts like this is because she can't believe it. She's grown up in a world where that stuff
Fred
doesn't
when he
exist.
come out
There's no luxury.
He come out his time chamber. What the fuck is this shit?
There's no privilege in this world to have
Where's
a
his
life full of
Patreon
that
account?
kind of stuff. Your every moment has to be about surviving because you turn around a corner, there could be a stalker coming after you trying to bite your head off.
That happens in real life
There's
too,
no
though, right?
resources. Every human is out to kill you to steal what you have. All right. So here's a young teen.
Why do you refer to them as
she's around 14
stalkers?
years old, reading the diary of another young teen from before all this apocalyptic stuff, saying, "I can't believe this is what life was like beforehand. Frivolous stuff, drama and kiddie stuff." Because she's never been exposed to that. She's never had the good fortune to live in that safe environment of a world. Okay, and this was actually one of the best moments in the entire first game for me, because it made you realize how different the world was. And even though Ellie was a girl of that age, that she didn't know what that kind of life was like, and it actually
because he
made us
developed whatever he's coming up
on
with
our
right
lives
now.
and think,
He didn't even
"Man,
develop
you know,
this from playing the game on his own.
When I go
He
to the fast
developed
food
this
place
thought,
and they give me
this thought
onion
from
rings instead of
watching
fries,
someone else
and I
play it.
completely flip out.
This
Maybe
is like
that's a little
Chugga
bit kind of
Conroy's
a
opinion or some shit.
That I live in such a protected and sheltered life that I'm angry that they gave me the wrong side.
And he bitches
food
about
when I went to
influencers
fast
all
food.
day.
Or when I went to Starbucks and they spelled my name wrong on my Starbucks cup, man, and I freaked out about it. Maybe I'm a privileged little snowflake.
What?
Because in real life,
This is the stuff
there's way more important things
DSP
to
like
worry
has
about
complained
than the
about,
fact that
and
there's-
Panda
that
Lee has
we have
complained
the
about it too.
privilege
But okay,
and that ability to be
that's
angry
low key
about
kind of a
stupid,
dumb thing to
insignificant
complain
shit
about other people
and have our
complaining
lives
about. You gave the
inundated
people
with
at
stupid,
Starbucks money and they
shit
spelled your name
and be
wrong.
somehow meaningful to
Fuck
us,
you,
but
I
there's
gave you
people
money.
on
Spell
this
my name
planet
right. I don't
that
know.
day to day can't even fucking
When
survive.
DSP do
You know,
shout outs,
it
don't he
puts things
spell
in
these people
perspective.
name right on a
All right,
leaderboard?
really,
Don't they
I
get annoyed if
feel
he don't spell their
that
name right on a
that
leaderboard? Are they fucking snowflakes
scene
then?
in The Last
Why
of
doesn't
Us
he call
1
his
was
viewers
like one of the
snowflakes
most
when they get
meaningful
mad about their
scenes in
name
the
being
entirety
spelled
of the
wrong?
game,
They're
and I felt it was
fake
well
internet
written because
names.
of that. Okay.
Okay.
Now, in The Last of Us 2,
I'm taking it out of context.
there are not one, not two, but multiple scenes
I put a toxic spin on it.
where you've got that same character, Ellie, acting
Fake internet
like
name.
an immature
You feel you
teen
spelled it
who's
wrong.
privileged and who thinks
People get their
nothing
real
of
name
anything
spelled
and
wrong.
can
They're a
just do
snowflake if they get
unsafe
mad.
things,
Fuck you,
ridiculous
dude.
things. And the
Get out.
reason that these scenes are interjected into the game are to
Oh,
create
well.
story development and to force themes down your throat that in reality these are themes that are completely contradictory to what we learned about Ellie as a character in the first game. All right? Spoiler alert, I'm going to talk about two critical scenes in the game that
Realistically, is the character
I hate
of a
and that I think don't
person
belong in the game and actually
like
kind of ruin the story of the game for me.
solidified
All
when
right?
they're not
So
even
spoiler
18
alert,
yet? Ellie
if
wasn't
you don't
even
wanna
a
be
full
spoiled,
teenager, right?
skip
In the
this
first
segment.
game?
Okay? If you haven't
And
played
he's
the game or
like,
whatever.
this character
All right?
wasn't this in the first game. She wasn't
In The Last
18
of
yet
Us
in the
2,
first
there's a
game
scene
either.
Early on in the game, where Ellie and her, I guess now you're supposed to understand kind of a romantic interest.
He wants this person to be the same person forever. He wants this person to act like a child, as she's not a child anymore. Is that why he?
Believe that they're infected.
Damn, you can make a real mean joke with that.
They're on a
Well, what
patrol
does he
together or
want?
whatever. And as they're out on this patrol, they end up running into way too many infected, way more than
He's
they
not
ever
spoiling the
expected. In
game
fact,
right
they
now.
even
He's
said,
just
"What's
telling
the
us
most
what
you've ever
happened
killed
in it.
before?" Oh, maybe like 5. Oh, I've killed like 20. They run into way more than that in this segment of the game. Okay.
And I remember too when I saw Dina in The
the
Last
point
of
where
Us
they're
2, I
desperate
thought
for
it was the
survival.
chick with the big nose
They
from
know
Uncharted
that this is way
4.
more serious than they
I
expected
thought it
it
was
going
the
to
same
be.
person.
And
That's why I was
they've
like,
gotta
oh
really
yeah, I
use
seen
all
her
their
before the
survival skills
nose.
to get out of this
Because that chick
situation
had a
because they're
big nose
basically
too,
out
but it
there
wasn't
alone,
that
the two of
big.
them. There's no
And of
one
course
to
I
help.
know
No one
it's
knows where
because
they are. It's a bad situation.
I'm a nose
At one
connoisseur.
point, they get caught in a blizzard. So now not only are the infected on the hunt coming after you, right, ready to kill you, but now they're lost in a blizzard and don't know where the hell they are. Eventually, they stumble upon a house that belongs to someone who used to be part of their settlement but passed away. Apparently, he was elderly. His name was Eugene. He was an elderly guy who had a stroke. Come to find out, when they find his place, this guy was actually used to be a firefly. So there's some good plot development and everything in there. And if that's where they had left it, I would have said that's a great part of the story. All right? But now we get to the part of the game that's bullshit.
This is
and completely retcons
ridiculous,
everything we
dude.
know. So they're on the run
This is
from
a
infected
Vest
who they know
celebration
are on their heels and are
streak
seeking them
stream.
out. There could be infected
This is
around
what
the
this is
corner,
what
there
this
could be
is.
infected anywhere. They start searching Eugene's underground stronghold, secret base, whatever you want to call it.
Why are you doing
and
so
they
much
find
quotes?
a weed growing area.
Oh, boy.
Basically, it's like I don't know what we would want to
Oh,
call it.
boy.
Well, you know, an underground hydroponic greenhouse or whatever.
All right, who's
where
lighting
basically
there? You know
he was
what?
growing all this
I am
weed,
so
marijuana.
high.
Okay. So they bar the door. Wow, like that's a guarantee. They don't even clear the area. There's no segment where you thoroughly go through this area to make sure that there's no infected or whatever.
Why would they have
But
to
they
clear
start
the
looking
area?
at things
Didn't
in
they
the
have to
weed
sneak
growing
in?
area and
It was a
finding
weed
stupid
growing
shit
place.
like
Why would
porno
infected
tapes
be
and shit.
inside of
It's
the weed
stupid
place
as fuck.
with like
It's
fresh weed, right?
It's lowbrow humor writing.
I don't know.
Then
I'm
they suddenly
confused.
decide, well, let's just stay here. Let's not try to find resources to survive.
They did find
Let's not
resources,
try to
the
clear
weed
the
resource,
area
come
or
on.
hunker down and make sure that everything is
Wasn't
safe.
the place locked and they
Instead,
had to break in though?
Let's smoke weed.
Oh.
This isn't exactly sounding like the Ellie I know from the first
She
game.
was
okay? So of course then they smoke weed, and because we're pushing an agenda in this game, in the writing of the game, we've got to have a love scene between the two girls, right?
She kissed somebody in The Last of Us 1, DSP. She was a distracted, stupid bitch in The Last of Us 1, the DLC. He played it.
She would never.
Did he forget he played it?
She's a survivalist, right?
I think he even played it twice.
I'm not all about that. She would be completely locking down the building, getting resources, and getting ready to get your ass back out there to survive.
Wild about this part of the game.
Smoking weed and having this stupid fucking scene that's completely irresponsible and stupid. In fact, after that scene happens, okay, another person from their settlement stumbles upon them in an embarrassing...
He's like, wow, she didn't smoke weed and have lesbian scenes when she was a teenager.
And he doesn't even really react in a way I would expect. If he's the person in charge, he'd be like,
DSP.
I can't believe
what do you want these characters to do?
There are people missing and dying out there right now. In fact, there's a critical scene where Joel and Tommy are missing, and they should have been out there looking for them, but instead they're doing this frivolous shit.
They found Joel, and it turned out really good. Oh, it's raining really good, too.
In the world, it's like, you're proving my point,
I ain't
all
closing
right?
this window,
But the guy who even stumbles upon them doesn't even say, I can't believe you're doing this. It's so irresponsible. In fact, it's kind of like, oh, I'm so embarrassed that I stumbled upon it. As if saying that it was all okay.
It's just the ASMR in the background.
Not. It's bad writing. It makes no fucking sense in the context of the game and the world that we've been laid out. The world building that's been done in the Last of Us franchise is undone by poor scenes in The Last of Us 2. There's another one. Okay? There's another scene that happens. Later on, you're again, it's Ellie and Dina going out, and in this case, they're chasing a group of people. They're desperately chasing a group of people. They're also...
Oh, shit. Bruh, it actually happened. No. Wait. Oh, shit, did OBS not die at least? It's actually kind of good. Oh, no, maybe it did. I gotta see now. I honestly don't know. I gotta wait like 7 seconds. Is the stream still here? Okay, sweet, big ups. I guess everything didn't break. I thought my lights went out, dude. Everything flicked, but this computer didn't turn off, I guess. The other one did. Interesting. So if the stream actually was to cut out, then you know why. It's fucking sucked dick, because that mean Lizard dude like went out too. He's cold now. It's freezing in there. It's already snowing inside. Unbelievable. This is why you get a solid state drive, dude. Did you see those blazingly fast startup times? Right immediately, I'm right back to action. After Yoshi finished loading. It's pretty nice because he changed colors when he loads. You don't really see it though, because Windows 10 is the future. Bruh. Yoshi, what are we doing? It's like, you're not about to play Overwatch? What's wrong with this picture? Let's see. DSP celebrates the 150 streak with Festival 2.0. Look at him go. I wonder what he's talking about right now.
Back at the settlement in a safe house. You're in the middle of fucking
I forgot
Seattle,
he was talking about this game.
where there's monsters around you everywhere, ready to kill
Well,
you.
at least I'm glad though both computers didn't die. Or at least turn off at the same time. That would have been real
This
annoying.
is what irks me about the game, and I'm going to be honest. There's probably more.
What?
That's going to be in the game like this. There's probably going to be more in the game just like this. That's going to piss me off.
I don't know why I said a master password for myself. It's such a dumb thing. Somebody gonna break in and steal the computer and bring it somewhere else, obviously.
Character in the original game for the sake of pushing an agenda. And I don't care about your agenda.
What's the agenda?
I just don't. I'm sorry. Like, I understand.
DSP, tell us what the agenda is.
Of certain kinds of characters in games, sure. And I'm okay with that. But don't ruin the world building you've done.
I want DSP to tell us what the agenda was.
The game of the year of 2013 to push an agenda in 2020.
What's the agenda?
That's what I don't like
DSP, tell us the agenda. I want specifically Phil, Paul, to tell us the agenda.
Getting to the point where it's laughable. And some people, I think, took it as...
Paul, what's the agenda?
Well,
let us know on your TTV channel, Paul, what the agenda is.
where someone's picking up a guitar and humanizing. Phil's just an immature jerk who makes fun of that, and he's always going to laugh about it and make fun of it, so you just have to understand that's how he is. To some extent, you're right. Over the years, if you always take these more serious scenes or more meaningful scenes, you know,
at least he
take a look at
admitted
Life is Strange, when the girl picks
to
up
some
the guitar and
extent
starts playing, or, you know, Metro from last year.
Yeah, it's literally just true. That's what he do.
That's what I do.
Yeah,
I'm
that's his
trying to be
thing.
funny. I'm trying to entertain an audience, okay? But
at least
the
he
same
admit
time, you
to
have
it.
to
He
understand
won't.
that there is
He
some
probably
kind of
won't stick with that,
criticism
but whatever.
behind what I'm saying. And I feel that I had to kind of express myself better because maybe I wasn't coming across as expressing myself properly in the playthrough. That Neil Druckmann,
might be something you need to work on.
all right, is literally ruining.
You like how this dude get name dropped now? Because the whole internet name dropped him now. It's just like Tim Schafer. DSP never name dropped Tim Schafer until everybody name dropped Tim Schafer. And then he became this name everybody knew.
Is like George Lucas.
That's what, see? Now he's George Lucas. He's the equivalent of George Lucas, another name that wasn't a name until it was a name. And then everybody said it.
Although he had a few missteps there with like Howard the Duck and stuff like that.
It's amazing how he just go along with everybody when it comes to certain stuff. And he shit on everybody else for doing that when it come to him.
Then in the 1990s,
everybody teamed up on me. He teamed up on everybody else. He teamed up on Tim Schafer. He's teaming up on fucking Druckmann. He's going to team up on whoever the fuck else a year from now.
I want to make a trilogy prequel that's so badly written just for the sake of doing over-the-top action with shit. You know what I mean? Like, compare the prequel trilogy with the original trilogy.
He won't tell us what the agenda is, though. This agenda is never going to be talked about.
No, it was George
They
Lucas.
pushing an agenda. You know what it is. I know what it is. But he won't tell us what it is.
He's a hack. He basically
he's like George
lost
Lucas.
His way at some point.
Oh, he got to bring up the other dude too. R.R. Martin. That's another one, right?
Things in this weird way that he
just people he name dropped to be negative
towards. He didn't care that he was ruining his own universe.
Because let's be real, if The Last of Us 2 was really good, he wouldn't know this dude's name.
The Star Wars universe is basically torn apart.
He wouldn't know his name.
Do new things. People can't agree anymore on what's good or not. And in a lot of ways,
just like fuck you, Treyarch.
Original trilogy as a
he only know the name of this stuff if you want to hate on it.
Untouchable in pop culture until George Lucas decided to ruin it in the 90s with his re-releases and everything. Okay?
So what's the agenda?
So I hate to say it, but that's kind of what Neil Druckmann has done here. He took this game that maybe he didn't even intend it, but this game became this gold standard.
Neil Druckmann, Schafer, R.R. Martin, Lucas, Kojima.
In 2013. The Last of Us is a game that when you played at face value...
You know what? Kojima actually in one of those.
Right, it's amazing. And now he's undone all of that.
At least not with DSP.
With cheap
he say his name for other reasons.
Immature. By the way, I didn't even mention the insane puerile humor that he put into Last of Us 2 that was not present in the first game.
You sure?
Stupid, you know, sexual.
He should play The Last of Us 1 again and the DLC. See how much you like it.
Again, out of character for the franchise.
Maybe give it another whirl, bro.
Like someone completely different wrote The Last of Us Part 2 versus The Last of Us 1. And it blows me the fuck away. It does. It blows me away that this
is a Restreak celebration.
And this is what he thought was a good
just want to remind you.
Game franchise. And again, it almost makes me feel like he let it get to his head. He let the positivity and the popularity of Last of Us 1 completely cloud his mind.
What else did this dude fucking do?
He's untouchable and he could do whatever he wants without caring about his audience. And he made a piece of donkey shit. Which sucks because the gameplay of the game I feel is much improved. The graphics,
I see why the characters in the game have those noses now.
Part 2 that seem like it's a crazy big advancement over the first game, but he literally ruined the game with the writing.
What about?
And that's my opinion.
What?
You guys can completely and utterly disagree with me, and that's okay. And please understand something.
I see The Last of Us and Uncharted 4.
I just called out about
so
the game and you think that they're fine.
Uncharted 4 was just in 2016.
Anyone and say that your opinion is wrong. Sadly, I think that sometimes when I'm playing a game
like
this, I come across very opinionated to the point where people think, wow, well, if I disagree with Phil, apparently
I don't want to watch him play Uncharted 4. But you know, how did he act when he played that?
How dare I actually like the songs in the game or these scenes in the game? It sounds like he's making fun of me. That's not my intention at all. I hope you guys understand that. I'm not trying to insult.
Last of Us written, Uncharted 4 written, Last of Us Left Behind, Uncharted Lost Legacy, Head of Narrative Development, Last of Us Story, Last of Us 2 written, Last of Us 2 TV series. Oh God.
Anyone who may feel offended.
Uncharted 2, he wrote that too, uncredited. Uncharted 1, uncredited for something.
It's okay for you to like stuff I don't like, but personally,
was he a bad writer then?
It's
Was Druckster a bad writer for Uncharted 4?
Hurtful to me.
Also, this dude look a good bit.
I played a game that I felt was the epitome of what you could do with video games at that time.
He look like Jeff Hardy.
And now I'm playing a sequel that's not even close. Because the guy decided that his shit didn't stink, and he can completely rewrite his own.
Everybody knows how Jeff Hardy look, obviously.
Just because he wants to, you know.
And looks a bit like Jeff Hardy to me.
Because I bought in, I invested.
Bruh, this is the Druckster.
I bought it twice. I bought
it's the same dude.
I bought it on PS4, and I was
man,
ready.
As the guy.
For Last of Us 2 to be an amazing game, and not to say that there's not.
Give him the same, just copy paste the beard.
Parts that are terrible
same
are
dude.
fucking terrible, and it's really making.
And on the nose probably different, huh? You'll have to change the nose too, though.
So hopefully now I have expressed myself a little bit better. You guys understand where I'm coming from, and again, I apologize if I came off badly in the playthrough so far. Fair enough. A few shout outs here. Plum Girl did 150-bit cheers. Said I agree.
That segment was ridiculous,
like
dude.
poor writing, not character
and to criticize an
in-game
in-game kid, an in-game teenager for not acting the same way she acted when she was like 5 years younger.
I'm only about halfway through.
And what do you want Ellie to do?
My jaw will be dropped. I'll be blown away at the second half. I don't know.
She's still like
But
collecting fucking video game cards or some shit in it anyway. She's still a little.
Cold Zero,
I don't know.
Why are you ranting? We don't care. Well, then Cold Zero.
Cold Zero, go away. Leave.
You don't care about.
Go to fucking YouTube. Go watch some Fortnite or something. Get the fuck out.
You don't have to be here. You don't have to.
Click the X, bitch. Get out. He should ban him too.
Ocelot.
I don't know why he wouldn't just ban him.
World Order. Very nice.
He would have banned anybody else for saying that.
Insulted me.
Oh,
so
now he's banning him.
Banned from the chat.
He insulted him and got banned. So he tells this dude to leave, right?
Stops being a jerk and realizes that it's not all about him.
You told him to leave.
He can come back.
You made it about him when you told him to leave specifically.
Maybe he'll learn his lesson. Ryan,
he tells the dude to leave. He decides, well, this streamer told me to leave, so I'm going to insult him. And then he bans him for insulting him. You told him to leave.
Is supposed to arrive within anywhere from 10 minutes to 40 minutes.
What?
I don't know when the food's going to arrive. In
Scam.
fact, I'm just curious.
This is a vet celebration, by the way. We're celebrating right now.
What we're going to do is have some Q&A, where I'm going to allow you guys to just ask some
I'm going to
questions.
allow you to ask me a question, you fucking peon. You get allowed.
She says it'll be here in about 20 minutes.
You get permission
So there you go.
to ask Phil a question today.
Let's have you guys toss some questions out
Sound
here.
good?
And let's talk for a little bit. Until
Send some questions.
Okay? Let's see what people have to say today.
For the dollar.
Big ups, Spectatorship for the dollar. Thanks to the king of hate
not
forums,
this
I was
is
able
not
to
a
meet
real
my
Q&A.
best
It's
friend.
fucking stupid.
We talk every day, and her husband is the best guy ever. I pay all her bills because that's
Yeah,
how
does
strong the
she
friendship is.
have a husband or a
Thanks,
boyfriend? He did
DSP.
say friend.
Different that I'm excited for sure.
I wonder who that was. We're never gonna know. Oh, if it was just a lie.
I made breakfast.
I'm glad he
juice.
did
In
it first,
fact,
though. I'll tell you that.
Misled the trailer using Joel.
Because that's
Joel's
probably
face-
going to be
yeah,
the best
okay.
segment on the
So
stream.
there is
That
another
weird letter
controversy in The Last
reading.
of Us 2.
And didn't he
There
say
was a bait
there's
and
one more
switch
thing
trailer.
too?
Okay, there was.
He said he had
There was
a
bait and switch trailer. We
criticism
were doing a
thing
scene.
about himself
Ellie's
he
in
was going to
trouble.
read.
Someone
That
puts
didn't
their
happen
hand
yet.
over her face. She turns around, it's Joel, and
So he
says,
still got
"Look,
that.
I couldn't let you do this alone," or something like that. That
Didn't he
scene
say it
happened
was
in
about
game,
The
but it's
Last of
actually a
Us 2,
completely
though?
different character. They lied
Because
in
if
the
you're getting
trailer
criticism about his
Joel
criticism of The
was
Last
gonna
of
be
Us
a major
2,
part of the
that's
game.
dumb.
It's pretty fucked up, in my opinion.
You can just look at his chat to read that.
Spartan King tipped me $5. Says, "Don't ever apologize for showing emotion. It means a lot to us longtime supporters, just as those emails do to you. And I truly feel lucky to be part of the community you
Oh,
built.
yeah.
Also, you have a unique take on games that very few
Lucky.
people have." Well, thank you, Spartan King. The thing is, you know, not that showing emotion is bad.
You have
well,
to
obviously, I
show
don't want to get other
emotion.
people who are watching the stream to get emotional too. Especially maybe they're looking to. Some people will turn into a stream like this, and they want all positivity, constant, right? They just want, let's have fun, let's have positivity. And then when I
The
start
thing
tearing
is,
up,
we're not
sometimes
doing anything. We haven't done anything. The whole stream is revolving around eating burgers pretty much.
I have no clue.
Because besides that, what is he doing? Reading the chat? He read the chat every day. He just don't respond to it. This is a
What are my thoughts on
Q&A.
Michael Keaton returning as the Batman? That could be cool. He was, in my opinion, the best film Batman. I'm serious. I think.
And then it's a time-sensitive Q&A. Hey, DSP, how's the weather right now?
Would I consider a playthrough of Mercenaries 1 or 2? Didn't I play
Pay
Mercenaries
for
2?
it.
That's what I played. That was one of the original games that I actually played back in the day.
Somebody
when I
else
first
wanted him to
started
do
on
something.
YouTube,
They
where
didn't
the
even
videos
check
I
to
made
see
with
if he
that
did it.
Mercenaries 2 was full of bugs.
Feels bad.
And the video highlighted all the bugs that I came across playing the game. But would I replay them? Maybe, if you guys wanted to see them.
Pay for it.
Ryan says, DC or Marvel, who's my favorite hero? It was always Marvel, even though I did read some DC and watch some DC stuff, and I actually really like the DC animated series more than anything Marvel ever put out.
That was a good Soldier Slump song.
And my favorite hero back in the day was Wolverine, because he was the anti-hero.
It's like a DSP song, honestly.
Well, Dark Sea to Phil did a 435 cheer and said, DSP tries it. Thank you for the cheer.
Why does he still have a Wolverine emote?
Can I get an invite to Minecraft Season 2? I'm not inviting anyone to my Minecraft World of Papa Vera right now. So, no. Not right now. No plans on that. Cookie Monster says, the game has pacing issues too, which is a big negative, and I agree. The game, Last of Us 2, has entire segments where it's just gameplay. For
First
like 4,
one literally
5, 6,
did
7
this.
hours, then a tiny bit of story,
A lot of
then
games
4,
do this.
5, 6, 7 hours of gameplay.
Once you notice it, you can't not notice it, and they fuck up the whole game for you. And he's noticed it about The Last of Us early.
That's all story. It's like, why was this not paced well? And it's not.
It's paced wrong, you guys. I played the game for 45 minutes, and then they talked for 45 minutes. It's paced wrong, you guys. I played the game for 20 minutes, and they talked for 40 minutes.
No, Derek,
it's paced wrong, you guys. They talked for 40 minutes, and I played for 30 minutes. It don't matter what they do. They follow a shitty fucking cycle anyway.
His thoughts on all the mishaps going on in the wrestling business right now, pro wrestling. First, a sexual,
it's good enough if you don't notice it's happening. If you notice it's happening, you're not having fun anymore.
People in the wrestling business are called out for sexual misconduct over the years. And now, coronavirus outbreak.
Oh no.
Where multiple people in WWE have tested positive for coronavirus. And it could carry over
to other
long? Federations
That's
like
actually
AEW as well.
Good.
It's not good, you know. They thought that they were doing everything they needed to do with social distancing and everything, and apparently not. So
yeah, social distance wrestling.
It could mean suspension and/or the end of pro wrestling for a while until this whole thing blows over.
Probably the most close fucking sport you can watch. They're gonna social distance it.
A reflecting God says, how does it feel knowing
you can't do a power driver with social distancing. How are you gonna power bomb somebody with social distancing? You put your face in their crotch.
Because to me, I always thought I was just some asshole on the internet.
He was.
Putting out
he is.
videos.
You can still be that and be. You can be more than one thing on the internet, right? He has to realize
I didn't
this.
take any of that seriously. And then over the years to be told what you did.
Like, he can still be an asshole. He's an asshole on the internet to me. And to Vincent, I mean, to a fan, he's a person who's not, right? Just like to him, I'm an asshole on the internet. And to somebody that like my videos for some reason on my streams, they think I'm not. Isn't that how life works?
On a daily basis, what it's like to hang out, that it's a cool, meaningful thing. You know what I mean?
Know what I mean?
That's awesome. And it means a lot. Again, I really feel that I would have probably...
Is this a cringe face? Oh, it's a yikes mode. Holy shit.
You know, like, it's been rough. My life has been torn asunder.
Torn asunder?
Exposed to the world in ways that I never ever intended. You know, things almost
this
fell apart.
TNA promo right now. This isn't even a WWE promo. It's a fucking TNA promo. My life has been torn asunder, you guys.
I toughed it out, and I'm still here, thank God.
All my life,
it wasn't easy.
It wasn't easy.
It's cool.
You know, things in my life have went wrong, as sometimes my life was torn asunder by trolls, trolling, and negative activity online.
Very big cheer.
And that's why I'm still right here in Seattle.
I agree with you on the story so far. I think Ellie actually was waiting for the crowd to cheer. I 1,000,000%.
I mean, that's why I'm right here in Washington.
Mature and more like a child, and you know what I mean, an angsty teen. And then in the first game, when it would have been the ideal time for her to be acting like that. In fact, the first game proved to us that she's not like that, and now they retconned all that.
He wanted like the 13-year-old to have lesbian scenes and smoke weed.
I'm wobbling my leg. What's up with that? I have restless leg syndrome. I have had it for a very long time. It could be because of my back not feeling right if I'm not moving.
Not feeling right is
or
interesting.
Just be
interesting
else,
word.
But I've had it for a long time.
See, the thing is, though, I think it's a bit of a crutch to say he do it because his back fucked up. He probably do it a little bit because his back fucked up, but it's probably more than one reason too, right? What if he does it, quote unquote, when his nerves are bad?
Say it are 100% liberal, and they always want to see agendas that they support being pushed. Last
Oh,
of Us
fuck.
2 is
What's
a
the
rarity
agenda?
where the main character is a lesbian.
Lesbian
There
agenda.
is, I believe, a possible transgender person.
What if she not?
Who's a main character.
Did you see the Panay yet?
And they feel that just because of that, that the game is
You shouldn't judge like that if you didn't see the Panay DSP. That's
sorry,
toxic.
It's not. Is it good that that's in there? Yes. I like that. I
Wait.
like that there is inclusion. I like that there's representation, but that doesn't make
He tell us that he don't want.
just as legit to be criticized.
He likes it. Well, okay. Thank you for letting us know.
Number 2, I've already talked about this, but I'll say it again.
Oh, the word.
I hate to say it, but these advanced review copies is a
The
scam.
word.
It's a way to get people to feel more positively about something because
You and your fucking agenda, but it's good. I like it.
admittedly, I doubt that Naughty Dog or Sony goes to the games media and says, hey, by the way, if you review Last of Us 2 really highly, you know, you're going to be
What
in
about
with
The
us,
Last
you'll
of
get
Us 1
privileges
DSP?
in
What
the
about that
future.
DLC
Maybe we'll
when
invite you
she
to
had the
exclusive
lesbian
events.
scene in that
Maybe
one?
we'll give you advanced
That's my
copies.
problem with this.
They don't say that. But
I
it's
thought
an
he loved those
unspoken
fucking games.
understanding.
They just
If
gave
you're
you the
getting
same thing that they thought you
huge
liked.
AAA game that Sony's
They gave you a newer
spending
version of
tons
it.
Money on, if you're getting it early,
Oh,
you
well.
get to play it early, and you get to do an advanced review, which, by the way, cannot even reveal critical
I don't know why
things
he's
about
even
the
bringing
game
this up. This happens with almost every major game that come out. This is fucking stupid. He bringing it up like it's just for this game. This is for every game, dude. It's been like this for every game.
Open, should be criticized. Okay.
He should bring this up for the fucking SpongeBob game then. I don't know.
Oh, hold on a second.
His burger's here. It's not here. It's almost here. This is also making his viewers like talk about this stuff, which is stuff he specifically tell us he don't want to talk about, unless it's in the game. But it's like, I think other games are gonna come out with
Person bringing me my food.
lesbians in it. Does that mean we talk about lesbians on the stream every other day?
Basically saying that the Burger King that I ordered from is super busy. Not surprising. It's
Like when he play Call of Duty, his whole chat don't talk about guns.
late, but they'll let me know what's going on.
You don't have to talk about
All right,
everything
cool.
if something just
Fair
because it
enough,
happened.
okay.
I don't know.
But anyway,
He just come up with excuses to talk about this shit. To be honest.
what I'm basically saying is, if you have a whole system that's based on you get a game early, you're able to review it early, can't even reveal your full thoughts about the game because of an embargo, right? That's a corrupt system. What you're doing is you're
What would he
turning
want
reviews,
instead?
which are supposed to be legitimate critique. with
He
no
reads
boundaries,
reviews, by the way. He
into
literally
only
reads
being able to talk
reviews,
about certain
but
parts
he
of the
also
game that
doesn't
you
want
feel
them
are
to
positive.
exist if they come out
And
early.
obviously, that's going to make reviews illegitimate to begin with.
He
but then it
reads
becomes
illegitimate
advertisement for
reviews,
the game.
illegitimate early
A game
advertisement
review
reviews
should never be
from
advertisement for
influencers that he hate.
a game review or a movie review, any review, should be an honest, unbiased take on something. It shouldn't have limitation. It shouldn't have, you know what I mean, constraints. And it certainly should not be only allowed by an elitist group who get it first. That's ludicrous. And I'm sorry, I know that this happens in every industry. It's bullshit. I never agreed with the practice. I never will. When you have
What
people
about
out
the
there,
times he
100,
was
200,
part of it?
300, 400 people who got to play The Last of Us 2 3 weeks early, they put out reviews early, they're going to kiss the game's butt because they feel, oh man, I'm in with Naughty Dog. Shit, I want to keep getting those game copies. So I immediately have to overinflate my review, especially when you feel like you're part of early hype. For
What
a game.
about
Oh
the
my God,
other
I was
games that
chosen.
get reviewed early and get shit on though?
that
What
game.
about
I got it
those?
really,
What about the
you know,
games that come from
Even if you don't
EA
intend
that
for
get
that to
reviewed
happen,
early and get shit
okay,
on?
it could still happen.
Why do those games get reviewed bad? Why
Now,
don't people review those
can't
games good?
100% remember,
Because they're
but I think it
in
was
with the
Angry
company.
Joe.
It's almost like he's
Years
just
ago,
pulling
was
stuff
flown
out of
to
his
Europe
ass.
For the release of the
Wow.
game. It might have been Witcher 3. I'm not sure what game it was.
Time to
but
bring
he
Angry
was
Joe
flown
up.
to a
Get some
European
drama hounds on
castle
him
or
for a
some
sec.
shit.
This is
All
old shit,
paid
obviously.
for a
Angry
trip.
Joe already talked about this
And
back
then,
when it
of
happened.
course,
He's
that
talked.
game ended up being
DSP
his
talked
favorite
about
game of the
this
year. It's like,
back
can
when
you
it
really
happened.
believe that? Or you have to take all of that with a grain of salt, right? And that's what I mean. If we're gonna
Guys,
have
go
this
shit on
situation
Angry Joe.
We're an elitist group, get a game early, and they're the only ones allowed to even play.
We get it,
and talk
DSP.
about
You're right about
You have
this
to
in your
understand
own
that
way.
there's going
Congrats.
to be bias.
Congrats.
Innate, installed
You've made yourself
bias
right
in any
about
content
this thing
comes
that
out of
happens
elitist
every other
people,
month or so.
Period.
I'm proud of you.
2 years ago, I strongly criticized game streamers who got an early copy of State of Decay 2 and were outright told by the makers of the game you cannot criticize the game if you play the game early.
Proof?
You're allowed to stream it and make money on it, but you cannot criticize the game. So people were actually
We are never
going
gonna
to
see
game
proof.
creators on
I have to
Twitter
wait
saying,
for somebody else to
"I
show
don't
me
understand
proof.
you
I don't
played it,
want
but
somebody else to
you're
show
not
me
calling
proof. I want
anything out in
DSP
the
to
game
show me
saying what
proof.
you like or dislike." And the
Because
guy
he's
responded
telling
and
us.
said, "I'm not allowed to. There's an embargo.
He don't
Maybe
have
on
proof.
Friday I can actually tell you my
Somebody
thoughts
else
about
got
the game.
proof,
For
but
now,
it
I can't say
happened.
anything about what I like
It's
or
out
dislike
there,
of the
man.
game
Just
that I
look up
played
at the
live."
skies.
then don't play it live. Stop putting out paid advertisements as a shill.
I thought he didn't mean that
Exactly what
either.
that kind of content
He didn't mean that, and he apologized
review
for it.
Is not legit. The best
It's not
review
legit
is
to
a review that
apologize
comes
for
out
something
when
and bring
everyone
it
has
up
the
like
game,
it was right
everyone has
later
the
on.
opportunity to
It's
experience
fucking
it for
lame.
themselves,
Shouldn't have apologized for a
and
DSP.
Then you can be fair. There's no opportunistic
What is this?
opportunity
Is this
to
phone
get
clicked
something
on
positive by
something? It
reviewing
is.
a game
Oh, yeah.
more positively or less positively in that situation. And that's what I feel. That's why I honestly feel you had so many people who came out and said the game's 10 out of 10. Because there was this mob mentality of kissing
What about when The Last
and
of Us 1 got a bunch of
the
10 out of
golden
10s?
people that Sony loves in the future. And that's why there was one or two.
What about when other
negative
games that
reviews of
get
the game
reviewed
were in
early
that
get
group
10 out of
who were
10s? What
actually,
about
like,
when they get
seen as
4
the
out of
poster
10s?
boys of actual honesty on the internet, and they actually had to come out and be like, well, stop doing that. Don't use me as the poster boy for negativity. Just because I didn't like the game doesn't mean everyone
This
should
is a
hate it.
really long
I'm just
segment
saying
about
this
this
is my honest
fucking
take.
game. Holy
It's
shit.
weird that everyone else said the opposite and didn't even call out half the shit that I call out in my review. It's true. It's absolutely true.
DSP, you should
1,000,000%.
review the game.
That's what I feel is going on with The Last of Us 2.
He won't even do a real review of it, huh? He's gonna sit on his fucking couch and pick his nose.
Dark Sea to Feel cheered and said, how do I feel or do I hate Kiwi Farms as a whole? I don't even know anything much about Kiwi Farms outside of what people have said about me on it.
You told...
The complete and utter
Oh,
slander.
my
I mean,
Lord.
Kiwi Farms is apparently where the whole
Apparently.
escort saga actually started to begin with and all that nonsense. And if all I can see is negativity and slander and shit coming out of it, obviously there's no good to come of it. You know, maybe there is good things there, but I don't spend time on it. I only go there.
You know what was a good thing that came out of Kiwi Farms?
You need to check out. Then I'll give
Figuring out
but
the
outside of
escort
that,
was
I'm not over
fake.
there. I don't want to be a part of any of that.
Even though I guess technically it did start there, but that's
Donald
because that's
Trump
what a
tipped me
person had to
$1.30
post
says,
that.
It's discrimination.
Mixed
People
bag.
Insulting you.
Definitely a mixed bag.
What? All right, shut up.
Shut up.
Plum Girl cheered and said, through all the ups and downs, I'm sure you considered backup plans to the career. What do you hope to do? Oh, do you hope to do this until retirement? What else would you try if you had to walk away?
It would have just
tomorrow?
been a YouTube
The
comment
thing
for
is,
like 6 months. Somebody saying
world
they're
is incredibly
DSP
uncertain.
escort.
It doesn't work like
that would have been awful.
I'm serious. Like, I know some people are like,
Or a
oh,
super
you need to have a
chat.
backup plan. Or you need to do this, you need to do that. What's funny about all of that is if I had actually done all those things people said I should have done over the years, I probably would be without a job and lost my house and lost everything right now. Because I would have stopped being a streamer. I would have stopped being a YouTuber years ago. I would have went out there and got a brick and mortar job, whether it was an office job, whether it was a retail job, whether it was anything.
This is a pretty
During the
promising
pandemic,
thing.
I would have lost
If
my job.
people told me to get a job,
And
I
I
would have
would've
had a
been
job
fucked
by
over
now.
right
Is that what he's saying?
So who would have predicted
Oh
that?
no, he would have been
Nobody.
homeless because he would have got fired. That's it. Okay, I
But
get it.
it's
I get
weird
it.
how shit
But
works
that's
out.
years later
And,
though.
You know, I had a plan.
Whatever, man. Screw it.
Where I was thinking of transitioning out of doing this within a few years. Now I don't even know if that's such a good idea. It seems to me this is where I belong, and this is one of the best things I can do with my
You trying to
time.
unironically tell us you want to do this forever?
And right now, like I said, the hurdle I have
The thing
now
no
is
streamer
these
wants to
taxes.
say.
If I can get past that hurdle and get it settled in, and now I can start to plan for the future and start to budget, things could get a lot better for me.
I don't even know
Now,
if
obviously,
Ninja say
you
this
you
on the
can't do this
stream.
forever. I mean,
Even on a Ninja stream, people would be like, I don't know, Tyler. You might not be able to do this forever.
Won't last forever. At the same time, my rational mind would
Not the best thing to talk about.
if I had changed and stopped doing all this. You know what I mean? So I don't even know what to do. I don't know what to do in the future. And I don't think we're in a world situation where you can do that. I think everyone is just flying by the seat of their pants and just trying to do best for themselves, and there's no right or wrong to what you want to do with yourself for your future at this point, because all those plans that we used to think were well established.
Yeah, it's no right or wrong in the
shit,
world
they all went
because
out the fucking
coronavirus
window,
happened.
Right?
That explains the
Wilson of
riots?
Aragorn has to be $30.
I don't know.
The biggest
Hopefully
tip of the day.
this,
Let's get
hopefully whatever that was is over with and it never comes back. Good God. I hope nobody sent this dude like $1 to talk about that shit again. The Last of Us, the Corona segments. No, dude. We supposed to eat burgers and
we're now $76
do a
tips out of the
Q&A.
$100 tip skull. Thank you very much, everyone. Will says, I just got to the stream. What did I miss?
His vest celebration is a
Q&A,
Q&A, I
You helped me
think.
a lot over the years through your YouTube channel. I'm
In
glad
a
you found
burger
so much
eating video.
help. Thank you, Will. You missed a bunch. First of all, you know, I gave kind of an update on scheduling and everything that's coming up. I read a really heartful message from a fan.
Oh yeah, I actually forgot about that. That's the whole stream then. The heartfelt messages in Q&A and burger video. There's nothing else in this.
Myself and my content over the years.
What the hell, dude? He still have the
I
other
just
thing
had
too,
a pretty
because he told us about it earlier and he forgot about it.
The Last of Us 2 and how I feel that the writing is poor and why I feel the writing is poor. I tried to elaborate and more rationally on it than me just kind of making fun of it during the playthrough. I tried to expand and let people know
They have a
it's okay
lesbian
if they like
agenda.
the writing of the game.
And they
That's
have
fine,
a trans
but I'm not
agenda,
making fun of
and
them.
DSP
For
likes
me,
that,
the game's a disappointment
but he doesn't like that they have an agenda. That's his issue with
That's
The
what
Last
we've
of
done
Us
so
2,
far.
and
Right
it has
now,
bad writing.
We're currently waiting for my food to arrive from Burger King to do the live DSP Tries It, and I got a text stating that it's going to be delayed because Burger King is apparently super busy. But it's still coming. It's just going to be delayed. Okay? In fact, I'm curious. Apparently, it's on the way. Let's see. Yeah, in fact, the person's very close. Cool. That's awesome. They're almost here. Okay. A bunch of shout outs here. Tatted Fenrir did a 1,000-bit cheer again. So Ellie being a lesbian isn't a problem. It's just shit storytelling. Right. The problem is the storytelling, not the character itself. I agree. Zelda Minis cheers says, is it true there's a big problem in the industry with streamers and news outlets putting out positive reviews in order to have access to games and being invited to events? Oh, he says, it is true. I wouldn't know because I've never been part of that inclusive community. Ever. As you guys know, I'm not. I feel I stand out from the crowd because not only am I not a part of that community, I don't want to be a part of that community. I don't want my opinions on a stream.
This is so ass. He's not a part of any communities because those people don't want him to be in one because they're so inclusive. They want inclusive DSP.
Copies of games. I don't seek to get free
That's
copies
why.
of games. I don't want to be
He gotta
involved
die
in
as
PR
half first.
events for games. I just want to be me and be honest with all of you. I want to buy the game.
And he's shielded for games specifically before anyway. The Elo Hell game, you got the game he did with Machinima like fucking 10 years ago. The free-to-play game. What was it? It's a no-brainer. It's free, just download it.
How can you say
he never did that stuff, dude. And if he did, it was a million years ago, and he was just trying something new out.
Actually, wait for the game to come out, buy the game.
See, that's the in reality of it. He's not all of this stuff he hate because he can't be it, not because he doesn't want to be it. He actually just can't. He's already tried a long time ago.
I don't know anything about it, nor do I give a fuck. Jerk Store tipped me $1.30. He says, "How much are you tipping the delivery guy?"
Nothing.
I believe I tipped him through the app.
Yeah.
And I probably.
Why did you tip him early? You tipped him before you got your food?
I have no.
The last person you tipped him? He don't know.
Lays Daibo.
Just fucking say no. I'm not tipping. I ain't tipping shit. Fuck them.
Vegan or vegetarian friendly. It's cooked on the same grills as regular burgers.
They want tips. They should be a stripper instead.
BK was shady about it, only promoting it as meat free and not vegan, veggie suitable. Fuck BK. Wrong.
Oh.
You are absolutely wrong, Lays Daibo. Here's the deal with it.
He about to go
Burger
at
King
Burger
will
King.
absolutely cook it on the same grill as the regular burgers, unless you tell them, listen, I'm a vegan or a vegetarian, and I'm personally requesting that you keep it away from other meat. Then they will. Every Burger King.
Now the thing is, though, after you do all of that, they're gonna also spit on your burger after they cook it separate.
Section for the Impossible Whopper if needed, okay? But they didn't really promote it that way. You're right. You may think by default when you're ordering the Impossible Whopper that you're getting the Impossible Whopper with no meat byproduct or anything on it. Unless you specifically request that, you won't get it. So, I understand. That could be a problem, and you could consider that misrepresentation and say, why are they advertising it like this when it's not? But the truth of the fact
how much is he
the matter
getting paid
is
by Burger
that
King to say
was a
this?
Controversy when the Impossible Whopper came out.
Jesus.
And you can absolutely get it.
You have to ask,
cooked
though.
in
You
the
shouldn't
same
even
area
have
as
to
meat
ask.
on their grill, and you won't have a meat flavor or that meat byproduct flavor on it if you do it that way.
Thanks, Burger King.
Okay. Captain Charisma tipped me $1.30.
Yeah, you don't have to. You don't have to pull out, dude. You didn't ask, right? You have to ask. They have to ask. That's it.
That has to be honesty.
If they don't ask, we staying in.
Obviously, they didn't feel like they were going to get anything out
They
of it.
didn't ask me to put a condom on either. It's cool. They didn't ask.
Dark Sea to Phil chooses.
God
why
damn
are you
it.
able to handle romance in games? I'm perfectly capable
Semantics,
of handling
Stephen.
romance
Stop
in
being
games. I've played
toxic.
a million games that have romance in it, especially if it's a major part of the plot development of the game. It's perfectly fine. In the case of The Last of Us 2, it's completely uncharacteristic of Ellie, and that's why I don't like it in a game. Other games, you guys seem to like to try to force romance down my throat when it's not part of me or my content that I want to do in a playthrough.
What is, though?
Case, that's
literally what
you
is.
Expect that just because a game has the ability to
he doesn't even know
date someone in
because it doesn't exist. It's fake. He's making shit up.
I feel that it adds to the game. I don't want to do it. But the reason people do it is because they know that I don't like to do it, and oh, see, we're gonna get Phil, make him do something he doesn't like because we want to troll him. So if that's the case, and that's you. Fuck you. Alfred Aponte tipped me $4.20 and said, Phil, I hope you're good. I am good, Alfred. Thank you very much. So my food is almost here, guys. My food is actually right around the corner. It'll be here in just a couple minutes. So if you guys have any more questions here you'd like to ask before I
stay back,
by all means do. Let's answer a couple more questions.
Fuck Ken.
Adrian! Hollywood Joy says he actually agrees. He thinks maybe Last of Us 2 is another Last Jedi. And even the writing for Joel is bad, and I agree there too. I agree there too.
Dude, Joel's bellied up.
Did I ever like playing handheld Pokemon on the 3DS? I did. I think Pokemon is very much a valid game to be played as a mobile game. Excuse me, a handheld game, not a mobile game, handheld game. But it was really refreshing to play it on a console. I really enjoyed doing a full-on playthrough here with you guys on stream. I thought it was something more refreshing. Yes, I am liking Fire Emblem Alfred Aponte. Like I said, it's a unique combination of story and character development paired with gameplay that I really like because it feels like it's the evolution.
Does he like the Tea Party gameplay?
Final Fantasy Tactics, which is a series that I actually enjoyed in the past. Favorite horror movie or franchise?
These first day questions, though.
For movies, you know,
for a dude that's been doing this for 10 years and people got first day questions for him. And he's been hanging out and relaxing and chilling with us for so long, right? We all just, we've all connected so much over the last few years, man. So many months. Positivity as well. Hey, Phil, what's your favorite color?
500-bit cheer and asked, what's the hardest part of being a streamer or creator for me? Is it the management of the schedule in the games to ensure it's done on time, or handling people behind the scenes and getting prepared, responding to viewers? I would say the hardest part of being a streamer... Alright, there's two things. Number one, adhering to the schedule. And the reason I say that is, when I used to be a YouTuber, I didn't have to adhere to any schedule. As long as I had enough videos...
Thing is, though, he only have a schedule because he give himself one.
I could play the games at 8 in the morning, noon, 2 in the afternoon, 8 at night, or midnight. It didn't matter.
And he give himself a schedule because what? A more popular streamer had a schedule? Well, that's because they're more popular. I don't know. Did Rambo tell him to make a schedule?
But now, adhering to a schedule, a streaming schedule, is actually very restrictive. There may be days
and I'm sorry, but
I can't. There may be days
low-key complaining about your schedule when you play music for 30 minutes is a bit bullshit.
I'm on a schedule.
Because he can technically show up 30 minutes late anyway. He can turn music on and leave the fucking room.
And it wasn't until I became an interactive streamer in 2017.
He can turn music on and leave his house. It's 30 minutes of music he plays, dude.
Basically, you know, when I was a full-time YouTuber, I had complete control.
And what about the YouTubers that also have schedules too?
You guys, for the sake of having a streaming schedule, you know what I mean? So that's kind of tough. You know, I would say also, you know, trying to fill time when there's no big new releases, because you can't please all the people all the time. You know, if I'm not playing a big new release that everyone wants to see, I have to balance out stuff.
DSP has never pleased all the people.
Maybe one RPG, fighting games.
He's playing a big release right now, and he's not pleasing all the people.
Action-based game or a shooter. I try to do variety so that way not one person is like, man, it's just the same content over and over. I like it so that maybe everyone has something to watch at all times. Even if you only
70,000 videos,
at least there's that one game.
Probably have something to watch.
That's tough sometimes. Because especially at a time when there's nothing new going on for extended periods of time, or maybe the games that I was planning on playing are kind of flops and no one really likes them, that could be pretty challenging. You know what I'm saying? I would say those are the two challenges. Of course, the biggest challenge, of course, is the trolls who try to ruin my life. You know? They concretely try to fuck with stuff behind the scenes.
Hell! Victim.mp4.
Just to hurt me. That's really fucked up that they do that. Okay, but okay. Derek, yes, I would consider playing more SpongeBob games in the future. Spartan King tipped me $2. I started to get deep. You have to do what makes you happy. Of course, finances matter, but happiness is more important. We only have one life to live, and I can imagine one of the worst feelings is realizing at the end of it that you largely weren't happy. You're right. And I feel I really do not just sympathize, but empathize, because I've been there. I've been in jobs where I felt I was not appreciated for what I did.
TTV
I was misused. I was underpaid, and I was
but I don't
stressed
want to do it right now.
And I was only doing it for a paycheck, you know, not because
and this
I
is
liked
a
it,
lame
because
place to do it.
Like I thought I was getting anything out of it. I was only.
And if you think about it too much, it's a bit bullshit anyway.
I
What does happiness even actually mean? Underscore question mark.
Message I read, I get meaningful messages.
What are you basing the definition of happiness on?
That
TTV
made me
user.
feel amazing.
What other people told you? And what if that's not real happiness?
Like that means the
what if happiness is actually sadness?
Out of
I don't know, man.
And that it means something to them.
I don't know where that modem came from, bro.
This is the only job I've ever had where I feel like that. I've had many other jobs where maybe I didn't hate the job.
3.
But it was kind of like, I'm just a cog in a wheel.
He's had 3. He's a cog in a wheel now.
I'm just a part of a corporation that doesn't care about me. Even management that told me, oh, we like you, and we're going to train you, and we're going to do this and that. And then they just went back on their promises.
What would management say it from Twitch? The people that he don't talk to at all.
Had being my own boss where I felt like it was worthwhile and like what I did meant something.
He's not his own boss. If you're your own boss, you're allowed to say the N-word.
Okay.
He's not his own boss.
Dark Seed of Field cheered again. He's like, you're insecure about your marriage.
You know what? You're not.
No.
You're actually not.
Asking me
Never mind.
questions like that,
you're not allowed to say anything if you're your own boss at all.
You're so
Fuck it.
immature
He is his own
in
boss.
your own
Big ups.
head to understand that I don't want to do romance missions in games because I don't get anything out of them.
Oh, wait, never mind. If you're your own boss, you can do romance missions in the game.
Not fantasy romance in
Fucking
games.
got him.
Understand that difference, and you think it's because I'm insecure in my marriage? You're an idiot. You're the immature one, and you're not going to be able to watch my content anymore.
If you made an assumption, you're an idiot.
You're a moron.
You're a moron. There you go.
All right. Anything else, guys? Because I think the food actually just arrived. Golden Noble says, think I got to name a Pokemon for tonight. Yeah, Golden Nobles, you were the top contributor last week, and you did not think of a name. So tonight, you'll get to name a Pokemon in the game. That's correct. And the top contributor on my Pokemon stream later tonight, we'll get to name a Pokemon as well. Okay?
Yeah, we get it. We get it. We get it. We get it. You want money. I thought your burger was here, DSP. You letting it sit on the ground or something? Burgers underscore?
Pokemon. Lucid Dreams tipped $1. He says, don't feel bad about being burnt out. I feel the same way. Sometimes you can be burnt out as a viewer. Sometimes I'll take a break from your content and I'll come back a week later. That's perfectly valid. The same thing happened to me when I used to watch.
Did he also complain about it online?
Sometimes I get burnt out, take a break, come back, and it would feel refreshing again. When I used to be a Street Fighter, a competitive Street Fighter player,
he lost.
Sometimes I get completely burnt out.
He lost. Sometimes he completely lost at tournaments. Then he had to stop playing for a week.
I agree with you.
Then he went back and lost again and was like, "What the fuck? I didn't even practice."
D-Man11 did a
probably why
$5
you
tip.
lost.
He says, hello, congrats on the 150 vest gold.
Probably why you
birthday.
lost.
Can you give my friend
I mean, how
Joey
silly is that? And we're talking about
Thank you.
practice.
Yes. Shout out to Joey. Happy birthday.
Shout out to Joey.
Thank you for the tip, D-Man. We're now
have fun in your kangaroo pouch.
$90 in tips. All right. So we're almost at the vest streak. Like I told you guys, when we hit the vest goal, you guys can determine if you want me to switch vests or put on the gunner glasses. Okay.
Why do you lean in to sniff?
All right, guys. Here's what I think we're gonna do. I think the food has arrived.
You think? You said that already. Is it outside sitting out there? Are the owls gonna eat it or something?
To basically get set up.
Set up to eat a burger.
Tries it. I need to go get the food separated, the 2 plates and everything.
Yeah.
And get set up here.
Uh-huh.
Let's take a few minutes break.
Right.
I'll come back after the break with the
$30 of fucking food he ordered. He needs to separate all of that. Cat got her feedback. He gotta get.
More shout outs.
Battle
Duck
separate
9000
the food.
for 40 months. Thank you, Battle Duck. Good to see you. And Anonymous.
Does Burger King carry feedbacks?
Because
he probably got to set that up too.
100-bit cheer to become the top cheerer and says, I'm doing this because I want the top cheer. You're the reason I got into playthroughs. Wow. Thank you very much to Tatted Fenrir. Let's get you up there on the leaderboard.
Let's get you up there. All right.
1.5K. Thank you very much.
What's up with this kid sending bits?
For everyone. Again, another very supportive stream today. Thank you guys very much for the support so far. Keep in mind, we're not even halfway through it yet.
What if Jasper already ate the food? He taking way too long. I thought your food was
all
with
right,
DSP.
Let's
go
take
get
a break.
it.
I'll go get the food. Give me a few minutes to get set up here, and when we come back, it's the taste test, guys. All right, thanks. I'll see you in a bit. Thanks a lot.
I can't wait to see how amazing this food eating segment gonna be, because he has to set this up, you see. That means it's gonna be really cool and different, right?
I say yeah, then I say yeah, and it's a song 'cause you bought it.
It won't just be him sitting down and holding the burger in his hand and saying, look at how greasy it is, look at my fingers, the burger is greasy. Because it's what? It's a regular Whopper and then you get an Impossible Whopper, which I honestly don't even know what the fuck it is, because I don't pay attention to Burger King advertisements. But if I did, I would probably know. I don't know why it's got that name.
Big ups DSP Oscar winner for the dollar. Guys, thanking you for the Oscar for my 150 best streak stream for best tier jerker. I'd like to thank me and only me for winning.
Tier jerker.
But just because I'm a award winner, I still need your support.
So you know what this means? If you guys like, you know, like what I'm doing or whatever, you like what I did to win this Oscar, I'm gonna need you to tip. Hype Train. Why did he hit a hype train? Actually, I have no idea. Oh, sorry, you guys. I missed the hype train. I was setting my food up. Thank you for the dollar.
Big ups, it's Regator. For the dollar, hey, at least Dave has never cried reading an automated letter from YouTube. So
Hey,
he has
Ralph,
that
it's
going
me,
for him.
Gator.
Also, that Starbucks rant sounds like something Dave would do. K the Kramer emote.
Panda Lee did that specifically. She's complained about it. Well, of course, when he was dating her. But she was literally that person. The same person. She literally was that person. And he's that person, low key. He just bring up people like that. You know, it's one of those things. Like, of course you want to make fun of the person that would say, oh, my fries are too salty. But you know damn well, if you get salty fries on the wrong Friday, you're going to be at the counter too. DSP always at the counter though.
$2.50.
All I could taste is salt.
What?
This whole thing a free stream. It's a Restreak celebration, dude. Which apparently means Q&A and he eats something now. That's what Restreak celebrations are. It's a Q&A and he eats something. Hopefully he changes emote, because this is actually a disgusting emote. It's horrible. The hairline, the split down the middle. It never looks like food going in his mouth. They accepted this, but they didn't accept this jerking off emote. It's actually kind of amazing. Panda Lee or Cat? You're mistaken. Blacklisted spam. Warning. What's the warning? The word Panda Lee, I guess? Yeah, you know why. That is a pretty bad word. Can't believe that you thought this was a song. All I did was rhyme all along. Why does he still have this emote? I thought he was going to get rid of these. The mundane Matt Clefairy emote. With sad eyes for some reason.
Vape Nation.
Black Mage 666 senpai tipped $4.20.
How long is this break gonna be, by the way?
Puff harder.
A hype train's
I'm grinding in Persona 4 Golden while I listen to this tripe. I forgot how many damn bear puns Teddy has. Fuck you, Teddy.
I want to play that game like every day, dude. Then it's like, well, if I play it, I have to play it at the PC. That's so much extra effort, of course. If only I had some form of a mobile device to play it on. Maybe a portable device. Huh. If only I had a portable device I could play that Persona 4 Golden game on. Damn. But it's pretty good on PC, dude. You can turn like graphic settings up and all kind of stuff. But man, it's just, you know, the certain vibe you get when you're sitting down in front of a gamer zone. It's like, I don't know if I want to play Persona in the gamer zone. Probably will eventually. At least again. I played the start of it, but the start is like 12 hours long. So I played part of the start of it. Oh, I was about to check talk shows and podcasts. You know what? I probably can. It's not like just chatting, right? It's probably safe over there. Yeah, it's totally safe over here. This dude got fucking Sesame Street, people. It's super safe here. What are we doing?
my ass you butt.
All right, guys, ready?
Okay, maybe it's not safe.
I'll give you that one. Thank you, thank you.
Very clever.
Wait. Yeah, okay.
All right, are you guys ready? This is going to be interesting for sure.
It wasn't that
By the
bad.
way,
The
during
whole hype
break,
train didn't finish.
A couple
So it was like,
came
what,
in.
4
With
minutes
Zero
to change?
Axis, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for the sub. And eMachine14 resub for 16 months. Thank you guys for the support. Are you ready? I hope so. All right, here we go.
Thankfully, if I wanted to play Persona 4, I could legit lay in the bed and play it.
The moment has arrived.
Because I got a wireless
It's time
controller.
for a new DSP Tries It. I know
It's
you
gonna
guys get
happen,
excited
dude.
for DSP Tries It because I rarely do it. We got another very special
That's
going to
be the extra chill stream.
And today I'm going to do something unprecedented, something I have never done in the 10+ years of DSP Tries It. All right? Today, we are going to do a side-by-side taste test comparison.
Hope it's not Be Kinda Clouds month.
Two burgers from Burger King.
They look delicious.
One is a real
You can tell which
Whopper,
one is the real one. This is
and
fake.
one
It's trash already.
is the
You
Impossible
can literally
Whopper.
tell what's the real one.
Now, to clarify, I have never had the Impossible Whopper ever before.
Well, you know what?
I don't know what it tastes like.
It's been a
I
long
don't know
time
if it
since I
actually
looked at
tastes
a
like
Whopper.
real
This
Whopper
might
or
be
not.
the real
I have
one.
no clue. Okay? Also, I love the real Whopper. Okay?
Shit.
I absolutely
Never mind.
love the real Whopper a lot. So,
Because I got fake
people have been
meat
asking me to
burgers in
try
it.
the
Some of them
Whopper
really dark,
for a while.
and some
It
of
came
them
out, what
not.
was it, like a year and a half ago or something like that? They've been asking me
I
to
don't
do it. And
know,
I said, I
man.
don't do DSP Tries It anymore. Sorry, guys.
Never
I don't
mind,
eat
I
fast
don't know
food.
now.
But since we've been doing these vest celebrations, and since you
I'm
guys
sure
are so
somebody know, though.
supportive,
People that
I
eat
decided
Burger
I
King
would do
still.
another DSP Tries It, and you guys said we got to do this, man. This is something that we've wanted
Seeing
to
these
do
remind me
for
of
the
how
longest
shitty
time.
Burger King burgers look, though.
All right. And so I said, all right, I'll do it. But I wanted to
Just
do a
kind of
special
flopping
spin.
around on a plate.
So what I've done is I ordered one of each. The
Do they still
same
make
exact
Whopper
preparation.
Juniors?
All right. I don't know.
When I
There's
was
no-
a young
nothing to
boy,
discern
I used to
between these
always
two. I
have
don't
the
know
Whopper
which burger's
Junior.
which right now. Okay, I have no idea.
No
what I'm gonna do
onions,
is by
of course.
sight, by smell, and by taste, I'm going to try to determine which one's the Impossible Whopper, and then I'm going to tell you what I actually think it's like. Okay. By the way, oh my God, they smell good. Oh, I'm so hungry too. They both.
Yeah, I'm
smell
mildly
great.
annoyed he got paper plates.
Ryan
He got paid to do this.
did
He couldn't get
200
he
cheers
couldn't get a
for us.
real
Yes,
plate
bring on the
for a
and he said,
burger.
thank you for doing another DSP try.
How dare you?
Okay. All right. Now.
It's like we at somebody else's house.
Let's talk the Whopper. It's a big burger from Burger King. It's a lot of meat. It's one of my favorite burgers of all time. It's flame broiled instead of being fried.
Cat, can you
so
set
it's a
my
lot less
burgers
greasy
up?
than other burgers that you would get at the fast food place, and it has a cool
Cat got
char
like 2
flavor
or 3
to it that's
burgers
made
on
a
all.
grill. So it actually has,
Some
in my
chicken
opinion,
nuggets.
more flavor than a lot of other burgers you would get out there. Certainly, if you're doing a head-to-head competition between like Burger King and McDonald's, I would eat Burger King 10 times out of 10. It's that good. The
Obviously.
Whopper itself is a giant meat patty. Well, in the case of the real Whopper, not the Impossible Whopper, that has lettuce, tomato, pickles, onions, mayo, and ketchup on a sesame seed bun. Now, you can get variations with cheese or bacon, but I just got the standard, okay? Now, looking at these two Whoppers, okay, just the look of the two, they look almost identical when you're looking at them, right? They have the same grill marks. If you look, both Whoppers have like grill marks on them, okay? So in that case, that's really not a way to discern them between the two. Looking at both, this one in my left hand looks like it's a little bit more darker and singed around the edges. The one in my right hand looks like it's more of a squared off patty. All right? And it looks a little bit lighter in color. So if you look up close, right?
This segment
one's
is
lighter in
insane
color
right now.
and a little bit more like straight on the edge, while this one looks.
You know
more
what?
like
I think
an
the
actual
right is
burger.
the fake
Just
now.
off the looks.
But the
I'm gonna
left
guess
look
this
fake
is the
too.
Impossible Whopper, and this is the real Whopper. Okay?
I don't know. The right
So
look a
now,
little too dark.
Assuming
And I got some fake
that
meat
this
burgers
is
that
the
are really
Impossible
dark.
Whopper, I want to take a look at it first and just see, you know.
If he
how
look at it
different does
for real,
look
look
from a
at it,
real
he'll
Whopper.
be able to tell, dude. He have to
Okay?
be able to tell, right?
So looking at it initially, the patty itself does look like it's a preformed patty of something that's not meat. It does. It kind of reminds me of some of those burgers that are supposed to be imitation burgers. That's kind of what it looks like.
The ones
to
you
me.
don't eat.
Doesn't mean anything about the flavor, but certainly looking at the burger itself.
Oh yeah, Amber Lynn do eat Burger
you know
King,
what,
don't she?
though? But then when I
Well,
look
no,
at the
she
bottom of
eat
it,
everything,
that
though.
looks like almost like real meat. Maybe I'm off, but it kind of looks like real meat from the bottom. Okay.
This is the fake one, isn't it?
Let's take a look at the other one.
I thought he was going to eat both and tell us
this is the one
like it was going to be a blind
is the
taste
real
test, right?
Whopper. Okay.
What the fuck?
And you know, I think that the key evidence here that it's a real Whopper is the burger shape change.
So you say,
as it
Google.
cooked.
So you say.
It's not perfectly rounded. If it's meat-based, you're going to have fat that's going to render off of it, and therefore it's going to change shape. So I'm going to guess this is the real burger. I really do think this is the real burger.
Do you like the boomerang tone? Because I never actually set one.
Although if you look at the bottom, it looks kind of similar to the other one on the bottom. A little bit darker color, but it does look similar
that's the real
on the
one,
bottom
definitely.
as well. Okay, I think I'm right. Okay. Smelling it smells exactly as I expect a Whopper to smell. I smell the condiments, like the tanginess of the ketchup. I smell some of the onion. I smell a little bit of the charred meat. Smelling the one that I suspect is the Impossible Whopper. It smells the same. They actually smell exactly the same. Okay? They smell exactly the same to me. All right, so here's what I'm going to do. Let's take a bite of the real Whopper. That I think is the real Whopper. Not confirmed. Let's take a bite of the one that I think is the real Whopper. And then I'm going to take a bite of the supposed Impossible Whopper. And we're going to go from there.
This dude wanted to put the glasses on before he eat it.
King
He wanted to make thumbnail
hype. The
hype.
burgers, put on gunner glasses.
He want to make a meme thumbnail.
All right, well, we did hit the vest goal for
His mic is way in the way.
I appreciate
especially
that.
for a food eating segment. Look at this shit. This is disgusting.
No.
It's like the center of attention.
Ah.
That's where the Fred Fox watermark used to always go.
Thank you very much. We're now at vest streak 151.
Aim.
All right, you guys want me to put on the glasses? You don't want me to switch vests? Because it was either going to be switched to the platinum vest or put on the glasses. I guess people want the glasses.
Why is he being greedy about this?
Glasses on.
It's either switch vests or put the glasses on. You have to spend $100 for him to switch a vest now. Fine.
It's actually a lot easier to wear these because I'm not wearing headphones today. I was thinking, oh no, it's going to interfere because it's actually annoying to wear these when I have the headphones on, but I'm not playing games today. So
it's hard to wear glasses when I wear headphones because I'm really fucking stupid.
So, first, like I said, this is the one I suspect is the real Whopper. Wait, is it?
Only DSP would find difficulty in putting glasses on as he wears headphones. Something people figured out before headphones existed.
Okay.
All right, first bite. Wow. It's the lamest burger bite ever. We need Chantal in here, dude. I completely gave up on watching her videos. I hate her voice so much.
A little disappointing because it's cool. It's cold.
Cold?
I had it delivered.
Bitch.
I didn't drive to Burger King to get it fresh, so it probably was made like a half an hour ago.
1-star review.
Obviously, it's cold.
Thumb down.
The flavor's gone. In fact, look.
Thumbs down, nig motherfucker.
Because it looks like a clean bite, right? You can see all
Beauty
the...
bite.
What do they call that when you dissect something? You see it down the middle? I forget what they call those when you see all the layers.
We dissected this burger.
It was quite good.
With a bite.
I tasted more. You tasted more of the bun and the condiments and the veggies.
What did he do in science class?
Cross section. That's what it's called. A cross section.
I did a cross section of my frog.
Biting it like that, right?
Paul, why is blood coming out of your mouth?
Although, admittedly, the burger flavor is kind of light. You get a little more of the aftertaste. You get like a char aftertaste in your mouth from it. Okay.
What did he get to drink?
So I suspect that's the regular burger.
I think he got Pepsi.
Let's now take a bite of what I suspect is the Impossible Whopper.
This is hilarious because I just ate fake meat burgers yesterday, dude. Was nowhere near this big. Did he even tell us what they actually put on the burger? Because it's Burger King, they just dump shit on it. Completely interferes with the taste of the actual burger, dude. Look at all this bullshit. And where's the cheese?
All right. I'm going to be honest.
Bruh.
It doesn't taste like a regular Whopper. It really
Burger
doesn't.
King fucking sucks.
It tastes different. I would say it does have a char flavor to it, but it doesn't necessarily taste like meat. It doesn't.
Whoops.
It's good. I actually like the flavor of it. I'm going to take another bite.
This is what the future of gaming content creation is. A dude putting a vest on for $100 and not playing games to celebrate that you gave him $100 to put a vest on for 150 streams in a row. He celebrates putting on the vest by eating burgers. Thank you for the vest streak. Let's eat.
I would say
only I can eat. You can't eat. You can, but you got to buy your own food. This is a pizza party with a burger this time, and only the teacher can eat. Fuck you, little Jimmy.
I would say
your parents are poor, so you don't have a burger.
Man, it's hard to tell. Here's what I actually want to do.
Let me see if
I want to take a little piece of just the burger itself and eat it just without the condiments. I just want to break a piece off. Okay?
Is this horrible situation Lizard Dude has?
Doesn't
if
smell
something
like a
like
burger.
if a fly, a wasp, a
got a
mosquito,
unique smell, but
anything, if it get in here and bounce around in front of his glass, he try to eat it through the glass. It's horrible. Because he's just knocking his face into his glass, trying to eat the fly that's literally outside.
There's no, how can I best say this? There's no savoriness.
And then of course the fly runs away because he did that, and then I can't kill
when
it.
When you eat a burger, you get a savory flavor. You
Ongoing
know what I mean?
battle.
Like that meat is packed with nutrients. That meat is packed with
the protein,
fat, and I don't get that out of that burger.
The egg and the meat, it got the protein in it.
Flavor to it, but I can't even put my finger on what it does taste like. But it certainly doesn't taste like.
And you have some tomatoes
fact,
and lettuce. That's the veggies. You got your veggies.
Off of this Whopper just to taste it, right, and compare it. See,
I don't smell
that.
meat.
I smell meat. I smell char. It seems like it's dense, right? I would definitely the consistency of the real Whopper.
I think those fake meat burgers will fill you up more than the real ones too, because of how quote unquote dense it is, as he
would say, and lighter.
Oh wait, the real meat more dense?
If you're gonna eat something that's not real meat,
is Burger King scamming?
A lighter eat, right? Maybe that's a good thing.
Burger King scamming.
Okay.
Never mind, they scamming. They did that shit on. That's scam. Scam. I thought the fake shit was thicker for him. The fake shit's thinner. Scam. Scam. They give you fake meat that's thin, and they cook it in grease from real meat burgers. Scam.
The fact that it has all those veggies.
Scam.
Those nice fresh veggies and the condiments, it goes together perfectly. If I were just to sit down and just eat this Whopper, this Impossible Whopper patty, maybe I would be a little bit disappointed.
Burger King fucking sucks.
It does have flame char taste to it. Let me confirm. It absolutely has that flame grilled flavor as the regular Whopper does. Okay? 100% I taste that. But the consistency is it's lighter, it's not as dense, and it just doesn't have that flavor, that meat flavor at all. It still has flavor, but it's probably the spices and things in the patty itself. It's not the actual flavor of meat. They didn't nail it. Okay?
You better take a sip.
All right, so here's what I'll do. I'll take one more bite of each, and then I'm going to give you my verdict. Let me take another bite of the regular Whopper here. Okay? Mmm. Comes through so well.
You gotta savor the flavor, dude.
And the burger's so big, you get so much of it. Some people argue
he's gonna remember this burger for months. These burgers for months.
You lose a lot of the juiciness. Admittedly, this burger ain't
Cat,
juicy.
remember last time we had Burger King?
Juice, but you are
nice, delicious red meat.
Most of the juice would be considered the fat that when you grilled it, it went through the grill. I'm not saying this thing's healthy. It ain't. Trust me, it ain't healthy. But compared to McDonald's or other places that just use the grill fry, this thing's not cooking constantly.
He's explained this before when he reviewed Burger King.
So it's definitely not a grease dripping
burger.
The
same fucking gimmick. The same gimmick. He falls for it so much.
Okay.
He falls for all these people marketing.
All right.
I'm not saying it's healthier. Well, why are you fucking praising it then? Thank you for the dollar. Because they made you
the dollar. So, in conclusion, CL Flowers, the meatless burger doesn't really taste like meat.
That's another thing about
$5 grand well spent if you ask me.
Whopper.
I agree.
It's not a super salt piece of food like a lot of other fast
food.
Oh
shit, salt discussion.
Oh, I tasted the salt. No. It's not. It's actually you taste the flavors or whatever.
He did this all the time. This is just a meme now. Him and his salt.
The flavor of all the veggies and the condiments. You don't taste salt, salt, salt. There's nothing overpowering that's ruining the flavor.
Salt, salt, salt. All I taste is salt. Okay. It's salt?
Okay.
Oh no, salt isn't good.
Let's take another bite of the Impossible Whopper, and then I'm going to tell you guys what I think overall.
3 out of 5. Maybe 4 out of 5. And then you got the nutritional value. See, it's not like fried in grease, you know? So like the grease drips off. I'm not saying it's healthier, but you know, it's not as greasy.
Okay.
But what does that mean for me?
Actually, there were a few shout-outs here.
Oh.
Spartan King here said, where's the mayo? Every time I get BK, they smother it with so much mayo, I have to wipe some off. There is a lot of mayo on it, but it's not overpowering to the point where it's making a mess.
It's so much shit on his burger. He didn't even tell us what's on it.
They actually did overcook the bun on the Impossible Whopper. The bottom is kind of hard.
Oh.
I think they over-toasted it. Burger King toasts their buns. Some other places don't. They over-toasted the bottom on this one.
Rip.
Awful Waffle resubscribed for 2 months. Thank you, Awful Waffle. Master Nutella did a 50-bit cheer and says, I see you're enjoying that Krabby Patty after playing SpongeBob yesterday. I actually wonder how a Krabby Patty would taste if it's made of real crab. Probably damn good. Tribe did a 100-bit cheer and said, burger straight out of the fucking trash. No, it's not. And Wingstein von Samuel.
Everybody complains about mustard.
Oh, boy. All right. So here's the deal. I can tell you right now, the Impossible Whopper, it's lighter than the regular Whopper. It's not as dense whatsoever, and it doesn't really have a meat flavor to it. It still tastes good. It's got good herbs and spices in it. The flavor complements the veggies and the condiments that are on the burger itself. But it doesn't taste like a normal Whopper to me.
So is he going to re-microwave these and eat them? He got to go on his break, too, remember? To finish his food.
It doesn't taste like real meat to me. Especially
is that still happening?
It's lighter in your mouth. It doesn't feel like real meat. It doesn't necessarily have that savory flavor of a real burger. Now, from what I'm to understand, if you look at the calorie intake and everything, and you compare these two,
he could look it up right now.
Yes, the Impossible Whopper is healthier for you than the regular Whopper, but not by much. And you would not go to Burger King and eat this and say, "Oh, this is healthy." It's not. It's still, you know, it's grease, it's fat calories, it's, you know, the condiments, all that. It's still just
lettuce and tomatoes, super bad for you guys.
But you're not. Oh man, Burger King
mayonnaise, horrible for you. It's gonna kill you. Actually,
I gotta go there and get it because it's gonna be health food.
Bread, disgusting. Sends you to the fucking morgue.
It's not considered healthy at all.
Worse than Corona.
Okay, at all. Price-wise, usually you can get a regular Whopper for various different price points. I've seen it for as cheap as $2.50 because they do 2 for $5 deals.
They got gin deals on Whoppers now?
Almost $6.
Huh.
Okay. The Impossible Whopper sells for between $5 and $6.
Wow.
Okay. So it's
so much of a scam, dude.
Actually, usually a little bit more expensive.
Burger King, why you did this? Why you taking advantage of these people? You charge more. You made it like airy, a thin burger.
You know, if you just don't
somehow.
Eat meat and you want to eat at Burger King,
you cooked it in grease that you cook the regular burgers in, even though it's not real meat and it's meant for people that don't want real meat. Just go away, Burger King. Just go away.
Is it a good burger? Probably not. You don't get the flavor of meat. You don't get the savoriness of the meat. For that, you're going to want to go with the
probably have to ask for cheese still.
But it's not bad.
And then they dump a bunch of other shit on it because they didn't give you cheese because they fucking greedy. Greedy and they cheap and they want to scam you out of fake burger meat.
Tops. Although today they charge like $5 or $6. The Impossible Whopper is not worth $6. It's just not. Okay? Especially because it's not as dense as the other Whopper. You may end up not even be as filled after you eat it as a regular Whopper. So I'm going to say probably overpriced for what it is. Not surprising. There's a big health food craze and everything.
I thought it wasn't healthy, BSP.
Cut calories and whatever.
I thought it didn't have lower calories.
Not.
So it's all fake? Everything's fake about it.
What I would say is, all things considered, all right? All things considered.
This sounds like it's going to get a low score.
I would probably give the Impossible Whopper, maybe a 3 out of 5, okay? It's good. It's not great.
Not even a 4.
It's
only
not
a 3.
Bad. It's certainly better than other things I've had. I've had some veggie burgers that tasted purely like vegetables. This doesn't taste like
that was 20 years ago.
But it doesn't taste like meat either. It's the closest kind of burger replacement that I've ever had to a real burger, but it certainly doesn't taste like a burger. So if that's what you're going for, you're probably going to be disappointed.
I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5.
Burger King, accidentally order the Impossible Whopper instead of the regular Whopper, eat it, and be like, wow, it tastes just like a real Whopper. You know, it doesn't, but it's still good.
Why do they call it the Impossible Whopper?
If I were looking for a meat alternative,
they thought it would be impossible to scam their fucking Bosmo or something?
Like, I don't want to eat red meat today.
They were wrong.
Burger King. It doesn't taste bad to me at all.
They were absolutely wrong.
I just think it's too expensive. Okay. How does it compare to the Big Mac? The Big Mac is a joke. It's 2 regular burger patties on a ton of fucking white bread. The Big Mac is terrible. Okay. So
I mean, he bought a bread and tomato and lettuce and mayonnaise sandwich over here. So
I would probably give the regular Whopper like a 3.5 or 4 out of 5. I think it's one of the better fast food burgers out there. Obviously, it's not as good as something freshly made.
Give you a fucking ounce of pickles and shit.
Habit Burger.
Great burger, thanks.
Up from this,
what a cheese at though.
But for a
you didn't ask, Fanny. Bitch, I ain't asked for 5 pickles neither.
I like the Whopper better than anything you would get at like McDonald's or something like that. Okay?
That's Burger King.
So I hope you guys enjoyed this head-to-head.
Give you half a fucking onion.
The Impossible versus the Whopper. I like the regular Whopper better, and the regular Whopper's cheaper. But this ain't bad. If you're looking for an alternative to real meat, this is certainly on par. It's not, you know, it doesn't have that savory flavor, but I still like it. It's just a little bit pricey, but I would say about a 3 out of 5. Okay, guys? That's it.
So what's he doing with the rest of them?
DSB tries it.
Is he? What's happening to the rest of these burgers? YouTube mode off. He finished the video with a snort too.
I actually have to go eat now. I have to go eat burger. I have some onion rings.
What?
I have to go eat. So
he has more for himself. Onion rings.
5 minutes.
It's separate burgers too. He's probably got different burgers besides the ones he ate.
We'll come back. We'll do a little bit.
Look how weird he was about talking about that. This dude gonna leave us for 20 minutes after this.
I'll bring maybe one of his toys in or something like that.
Oh my lord, DSP, what a stream you are.
So let's take about a 15-20 minute break, and then when I come back,
oh my god,
more talking, Q&A, Jasper, and we'll go from there. Fair enough. I hope you like the DSP tries it, and I will see you after the break. Oh, a couple more shout outs.
This isn't even in the YouTube video. He's not recording right now.
Ryan cheered and says, "Go to make dinner." See you later, Phil. Thanks for the DSP try.
Ryan going to take a break too.
And Sir Benaviv cheers. Said, "All right, have a nice evening. See you tomorrow." All right, Sir Benaviv, I'll see you tomorrow then. If you can't hang out for the rest of the stream.
Yeah, he don't want to listen to music for 25 minutes as you eat food. What a problem this retard has, right? He doesn't want to sit around through this. My God. So this is apparently the dinner break. DSP's about to go downstairs and eat his onion rings and his third burger I'm sure he's purchased. Need something basic to play. Like a Call of Duty montage or some shit. Yoshi, what the fuck? Let's see. What would Susan recommend? Look up DSP Rage. DSP Gaming Rage Quit Moments 2019 edition. I have no idea what the fuck this is, and it's a stream elements link in the description. So this sounds like my type of video. Feels good, man. It's just like me. Oh, it's blurry as fuck though. Damn it. Bruh. How did he do this? Because he made it in 1080-60, but he like dragged and dropped 360p videos to Premiere. Oh well. Guess I'll be back. The commentary in the start of this right now. Fire.
I couldn't block. I pressed it. He's doing like tracking attacks I don't even know how to do. Yeah. Wow, this is fun. No, it's not. I have no idea what's going on. These are things that were not in the actual story of the game at all. He's doing these weird tracking attacks. where like even when I dodge out of the way, he still attacks me anyway. So there's no point in playing this mode unless you actually want to like learn a whole new facet of the game that was not explained in the actual story. So we'll now end this garbage. End the garbage waste of time that this is. And we will delete the game and never play it again because it's a piece of fucking shit. Okay, that's it for Jump Force. A game that actually had an interesting premise that ended up being a huge waste of fucking time.
Absolutely the driest wage quit from DSP. Holy shit, the dude didn't even talk. Well, I'm bored, so I'm gonna delete it. Monumental. And he's in sausage mode in this Mario 64 footage.
So it looks like to me the little doors I can't go in as Big Mario are the secret areas to get a secret star. So maybe at the beginning of the stage there's the door. Maybe that's the third one. Probably. Dude, this is ridiculous. This stage is ridiculously designed to just be annoying. It's super ultimate troll stage. All I want to do is go right. All I want to do is... I can't do it. I seriously can't do it. This is nuts. I can't walk straight across that board. No matter how many times I try, I can't do it. It just clips and fucking falls through or slides. It's just really bad, dude. No, Kate, thank you for the cheer, but I did not hear that Universal Pictures canceled any movie because of gun violence. You're not paying attention to that. Okay. That's third secret area. Oh my! Fuck this! I'm done. I'm done for today, guys. I can't do it. This is horse shit. I've had enough. I've had enough. Seriously, I'm done. We'll resume next time. That's enough for me. That stage is ridiculous. Look at this. Look at this glitch. That stage is ridiculously stupid. It's just made that you can't do normal platforming because it's so wonky and shit. Fuck that. So when we play next time, I'll be starting up with stage 13 again, but that pisses me off. I'm done for today. Enough is enough. Alright. Oh no! Don't jump! I couldn't move, I was stuck.
What I just thought about during this. DSP normally ends his stream at, 2 hours from now, for his time. And that's when he eats his dinner, allegedly.
What? How'd I die so fast?
But because he took multiple bites of a burger 2 hours earlier, he's eating dinner now, during the stream. This isn't even a marathon stream. It's a regular stream.
Find out where I was for the final match. A waste of time piece of shit. That's why I don't care about this game. That's why I'll never play it again.
I don't care about it. This game was going away at the end of this anyway. He was so full of shit in all of these clips. God damn.
It was fun playing with all of you and chilling with you in that game.
Now wait a minute, Matt! No!
Why can't he just wait 2 hours to eat his burgers? They're already cold. I don't get it.
Wait a minute, did the Spunnies really cry over how good he felt about himself? Will you ever consider a return to YouTube for Reestreams?
I kinda can't.
LSD is retiring from Reestreams. He was always a crusty brat.
I think YouTube would have to reconsider that more than I would.
Stream sniper, right?
But I like that people imagine that I have total control over it. It make me feel good about myself.
The runs do nothing now. The runs
One day somebody gonna say, Tevin, when are you gonna go back to Mixer? Might as well ask for that, honestly.
So after the run for no gain, here's
Then I can do that. But it's not a marathon stream. It's not a marathon stream. And he's still going to end at the same time to do nothing because he pretended to eat dinner at 4, which is, yeah, 4 p.m. I guess it makes sense if you don't think about any of it.
Fumble!
I guess it makes sense if you don't think about it. Did he dashboard at Madden?
No. It was
Oh, no, he didn't.
He caught it, and then he fucking gains his fumble. Fuck you. No, I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. I'm not. Bullshit. I'm not doing bullshit. I work my ass off, and the asshole fucking fumbles it. Fuck off. I work my ass off for the completion. He's wide open, catches it, random fumble. Fuck you. And that's the problem with Pro Mode. Pro Mode will just do stupid shit to fuck you over. Oh, random factor, he had Butterfingers that day and he drops the ball. That's not fun. That's seriously not fun. That's called, I work my ass off to get to the completion. Perfect, he's open. Get the completion, fumble. Fuck you. That's not fun. That's called, oh, random bullshit to fuck you over and piss you off. Fuck you. Seriously. Fuck you. This is not fun at all. So fuck that. Seriously, fuck it. We're going back to fucking the regular setting that I was on. The default setting. Go fuck yourself, EA. Dear EA, if you actually want to make a game fun for someone who's not a pro player, don't make it random shit. It's one thing, okay, they're stopping my run. Okay, make me work harder by having to...
Dear EA, make this sports game more predictable. Madden, one of the like big points in Madden, I think it was Madden 04, they added this thing that pretty much put extra RNG in the game. It was either 04 or 01. Like if you, for instance, was losing by 6 points and you went for a Hail Mary, it would be a higher chance that you would get intercepted just because that's the way they purposely did it. He wants these people to make the game not random.
Completions on
pretty
throw.
much.
Perfect. I like that. Oh, you worked your ass off. You get punished for it because there's a random factor of fumble. Fuck you. I'm not playing it anymore. So fuck that. I'm just not doing it. I'm not. Rookie is not default. Yes, it is, dude. Frozen. That's the default setting for this mode. Rookie is the default setting for this mode. I never changed.
Rookie mode. Oh my god. Oh, I forgot this happened. Smash the Texas tips goal. I think that's a blurry $5,000 he wanted for a 2-hour stream. This boy. And he was celebrating his birthday. I like how we smashed the taxes during the birthday celebration. Oh, wait a minute. Hey, Planet Jeff. He smashed the taxes. That's why he still needs tax help, even though he got all the vet stuff going on. Even though the vet stuff is like 3 smash the taxes streams currently. Interesting. Planet Jeff showed up to his stream too. I think it was yesterday. He had resubbed. It was a really weird resub message. I forgot what it was about though. Like something.
What?
Glad to see you doing good. It's like an ex-girlfriend.
Barrel was over my shoulder. If he fired and it killed me. I give up. I'm done with this game. This game sucks now.
Society tips
this game is terrible. I ran
right
right up. The
This
gun
is
barrel
my first
over
stream
my
on
shoulder.
BITWAVE, so I don't know the situation other than you aren't streaming on YouTube. I'm sure you get sick of hearing that question, but no reason to bite my head off. You okay, boo?
Fuck this. Sadly,
oof.
The experiment of
Modern Warfare Remastered
is over. It was fun for the month when it was free on PS Plus, and now it's garbage. I'm never playing that again. Fuck that stupid shit. After that, I'm done. No way.
There on newcomer. Here's the note with your instructions. Beyond that, you're on your own.
Okay, thanks. Bye.
A new Mind Palace clue in the bartender's instructions. Rendezvous point and alley on Windmill Ave between Octopus Ave and Skipper Road, Southern Salvation Harbor. Question: what does one do with a dog? Answer: the dog is rabid, so it must be killed. A new Mind Palace clue: the smuggler's boss is a ruthless tyrant. A man in a wheelchair made an example of the courier by burning him alive. I'm curious, are we still in chapter 3 of this game? Let me see. Yeah, this is considered, we're now considered to be in chapter 4, which is called Fathers and Sons. What's funny is, it didn't actually say that in the game, right? Like, it didn't actually trigger that whatsoever. It just said, zoop, you're there. That's freaking weird. So, FYI, Fathers and Sons is chapter 4. The game has 9 chapters. So if I were to beat Fathers and Sons, I'd roughly be halfway through the game. And I've already played it 10 hours. So you're talking at least 20 hours of running around doing this kind of repetitive shit to beat it. I don't know, man. Well, like I told you guys, I'm really not interested in continuing this playthrough at this time, just being honest. There's other things I would much rather like to do in place of playing The Sinking City. For now, I'll keep it. Maybe in the future, if interest builds up and people are like, no, Phil, we really wanted to see you continue to do it, I would consider it. But for now, I'm basically saying that's it for the playthrough for now. Like, I'm not interested enough to continue on with this. And quite frankly, I don't really want to waste more time with it when I know people want to see other things. For example, people have been asking for MLB to return. People have been asking me for Mortal Kombat 11. And they're like, why do you keep playing this game? And I kind of agree with you. I don't think there's enough going on in this game to hold interest for me to keep in my rotation for now. Maybe at a later date. But for now, I think we're definitely putting it on a hiatus. So, whether you watched this far on YouTube or you watched live on the streams, I want to say thanks. Tonight's stream, by the way, in particular, was fun because we had interactions, which was great. We talked a lot, and it made it a little bit more interesting. But this game is not very interesting to me. And so, sadly, the Sinking City, a game that I was actually looking forward to this year, ended up being kind of a disappointment just because it's not very good. And I guess it's going to remain sunk. We're never going to stop it from sinking. It's just going to remain underwater.
Fun fact, y'all. DSP, he looked forward to a game, and when it came out and he played it, he ended up being disappointed in it. A really horrible thing that I'm sure it's never happened. So when it happened with Sinking City, it probably was a really big deal. Hey, it's Yoshi. Again. Well, twice.
Alright, I think that's enough of Stalker. Stalker is absolutely god-awful terrible. One of the worst fucking games anyone's ever asked me to play. A complete waste of time. It runs like shit. It plays like shit. There's nothing fun whatsoever about it. Maybe if this were, you know, 12, 13 years ago, there'd be something interesting. That game was fucking complete ass by modern standards. I'm not saying 12, 13 years ago it was complete ass. I'm saying today that game is really, really fucking bad. Like, that was a complete waste of everyone's time. I don't know if people were trolling me, who nominated and voted for that thing. That was quite bad. So, let's take a very short break here, okay?
I'm glad they kept that clip in. Him talking about taking a break.
It's 2:22. All right, let's take about a 10-minute break. We'll come back and let's play Visage. People are saying Visage is a very spooky horror game.
The Visage game. Wait, what is this? I actually forgot about that Visage game too. That whole stream was a nothing, huh? Yeah, this is like half of this video is this Halloween stream. This is one of those though. The thing is, I mean, I have to bring this up, of course. This is one of those, like, when he do shout-outs and people say, Phil, people take you out of context and they upload videos of games you didn't rage quit and they call it a rage quit. And he's like, yeah, man, they say I rage quit those games. They say that so they get extra views and they use me as clickbait. I don't even rage quit those games. This is what he's talking about, obviously, right? But, I mean, Visage, he's never going to go back to that. He's never going to go back to whatever this game was, and he's never going to go back to third out of third, whatever the fuck this game is. What is this game? Russian game? That's what it is to me. It's the third out of third game. That's what Russian games are to me. Stalker. He's never going to go back to that. So technically, of course, it's a rage quit. But then it's not. Because he didn't rage. He just, he wasn't having fun. And he closed the game and uninstalled it. And of course, with what the Mario one, like he went back and played that. That was just him clocking out. His shitty clock outs.
Come back. I'm not saying 12, 13
There's
years
so much
ago
black screen in this. What's happening?
He's like,
oh, that's what's happening. Okay.
fucker is absolutely god awful terrible.
His Windows 9
Complete waste
computer
of
fucked up.
time. It runs like shit. It plays like shit. There's nothing fun whatsoever about it. Maybe if this were, you know, 12, 13 years ago, there'd be something interesting. That game was fucking complete ass by modern standards. I'm not saying 12, 13 years ago it was complete ass. I'm saying today that game is really, really fucking bad. Like, that was a complete waste of everyone's time. I don't know if people were trolling me, who nominated and voted for that thing.
It's literally just a good game.
That was quite bad.
It's like, well, I'm not saying it was bad then. It's bad now. And a break.
Okay.
This gotta be that Visage game too, right? Probably. He's so bored in these clips too. With this stupid costume on. Not even really a costume, it's a shirt and a hat. With this stupid hat on. He's just kinda there.
The drawing seems to depict a moon. Oh, so what it is a two-sided moon with clouded vision lies down innocently by guilty shadow. Fuck this. If there, I guess maybe there's two bodies that have those pictures on it. You're supposed to figure it out based on the pictures on the bodies. Which ones are the moons? Yeah. And based on what the pictures are on them. Some of them have to have light on them, some of them don't. And you're supposed to fuck around. See, guilty shadow. Alright, well, fuck this. They won't let me save, that's fine. That's enough of that for now. I don't know if I'll ever go back to that, but that's that for that.
Man, I didn't notice it back then. He really went through the motions with this stream. Like, he's solid in all of these clips from the Halloween stream. And then when the time was over with, when he found a point that seemed like it got too boring or too uninteresting, he's like, okay, guess that's that. All right, you guys are going to go on a break. He's back next game, silent for an hour and a half. Well, that was that. All right, you guys, let's go on a break. It was an epic marathon.
The vertebra, oh my
epic.
God. The vertebra of John the Gambler. Alright, I'm done with this.
I do enjoy seeing him play some of these indie games
like,
when it's shit that I got for free. And he complained about buying them though.
Alright, Bloodstained
that do make me a little
fun.
happy. Like Bloodstained, for instance.
Stalker was terrible. It ran like shit because it was such an old game. It looked terrible. The controls were absolutely god-awful. The camera sway was unbearable. This is not a good game to play in 2019. It's super dated. Visage stunk. It's just like a boring, very cryptic game. Every once in a while you figure out a puzzle or whatever, and there's a little jump scare. And now this game is like, okay, if you really, really, really are into Dark Souls-like games, you'll like it. But I have zero fucking patience for this.
Those
zero.
2D Dark Souls
Why
games.
do I want to? I spent $20 on this game for this marathon today.
It's a really interesting little statement he makes too. I didn't notice that back then. He's like, if you really, really, really are into Dark Souls, you would like this. And he implies that he's not because he doesn't like this game, right? How many times this dude played Dark Souls? 1, 2, 3, Demon Souls, and Bloodborne? And how many more times he gonna play all of them? And how many more times he gonna play all of the remasters of all of the Dark Souls when they all come out next gen? But he's not into this because he's not super into Dark Souls, as he plays every game 17 times. All right. $20.
All right, I've had enough of this. Seriously.
Hey, this game. Wow. Look at the footage he was presenting us. He's on his first date pose. Hey dude, this is a cutscene and he can't skip it. You can skip it. Just relax while they go through the long ass attack. These attack animations in this game are a little wild though.
Instant death.
See you later, Stana.
There's no way that we're gonna win this. It's impossible.
Forgot
I
he played this
grind.
game.
The only way to beat that would be I'd have to grind many levels, and then I would have to go in and make sure no one's level 5. If it's gonna be a multiple of level 4, make sure it's only 1 or 2 people, so that way the level 4 holy won't affect the whole.
Absolute graveyard of playthroughs. Sunken City, The Show, Judgment, even Dragon Quest Builders 2. He did beat it, but he wasn't happy about it. Black Ops 4. Crash just kind of hanging out, and Mortal Kombat. Oh.
Party. Like, there's things you would have to do to artificially enhance the situation to make that fight winnable. The bottom line is it's just an optional fight. Nothing happens after you win. I think you might get an item and you get a trophy, but that's it. So,
on this version of the game, let you cheat.
Is that an entertaining boss? Sure, but I'm not going to go crazy into another stream, grinding levels and trying combinations until I beat it. The bottom line is the first time I got obliterated by Meteor, the second time I actually was doing good. Right, I had hit it 3 or 4 times for 9999, so I only needed 1 or 2 more hits. It's all RNG. So, alright, so, thank you everyone for a very
I kind of hope he played a show 20 this year. He probably will.
I would say a very
no, shit, it would be 21, right?
Final Fantasy 9 playthrough.
Yeah, next year.
I finally got to experience the entirety of the... What are you doing
shit.
here? The spectator sheets
Never
over
mind,
there. Go ahead, get going.
It's a long ass time from now.
We're competing too. Let me see. Oh my god.
Oh, his webcam was moved. What was this?
I totally like this is so fucking bad.
It's the start of something. I forgot what this was though.
Can I skip all
It's got to be a
dialogue
Nintendo game, obviously.
Gameplay? I'm so bored right now.
Whatever it was boring.
I'm seriously about to stop playing this
No.
game completely and do something else.
Actually, what was this? The one he got, the game he got for free to start it at. Mario and Sonic Olympics. Okay, I was never going to think of that.
Hold A to charge power, release A to start running.
I forgot how interesting the start of it is.
Oh my god.
Wow.
I'm falling asleep.
This is a normal DSP stream, no, honestly, him falling asleep. The game wasted my fucking time, man. I just want to play the game. The best part about this was he didn't tell us he got it for free until people made fun of him for spending money on it. And after he rage quit it already. This is one of the actual rage quits in there. Completely opted out on this game.
Oh my god, what did they do to this game? Ugh.
Look how much fun he had before the Restreak.
Well, so I'm looking forward to Death Stranding playthrough. Have a good day, my friend. Thank you very much for the $1 tip.
Give this little pig back here. Let me see. I gotta move this. There we go. Get this fucking
why
pig.
Why is Sonic 16-bit Mario 8-bit? Because they're going back, I guess, to their original roots, right? So Mario was started 8-bit and Sonic started in 16. But you're right. Like they could have done a 16-bit Mario. You're absolutely right. This is unbelievable. How could I lose? Piece of cake, baby. That was too easy. You want to do some more training, Eggman? I was only starting to get warmed up, and the Olympic Games have just begun. The next event will be ours. Oh my god. Chapter 3, The Search for Tails. Oh, great. Oh. It's Omo Chow.
Hey.
Alright, I'm done with this.
This really, really shows how much he was willing to just actually sit around and play that game for the whole 4 hours. And it was him being bored and tired and annoyed and bored and all of this from the beginning of it.
I'm not playing this anymore.
He still wanted to do it the whole stream.
This game is a total flop. This game is a complete waste of time. So the online play is worthless because you can't actually search for what you want. You can't do like a lobby where you do random stuff. Instead, it's just single match after single match, which is boring, and no one ever plays. Is going to play anything but the 100-meter wrench. That's the first thing there. The story mode's terrible. This game sucks ass. Yeah, it's one of the worst things I've ever played in a long time. They advertise it like
this is a really long break.
Story mode and online play, and both are terrible. So basically, this is a complete ripoff. And unless you're gonna play this with your friends offline in a party mode, I would never buy this game and never play it. All right. Well, I guess that's it for that. That was one of the worst outings I've had in gaming in quite some time. Great. Alrighty then.
23-minute video. So, God damn it, DSP. This is literally just his normal break then. This is his dinner break, dude. Like, why can't he eat dinner every day at 4 p.m. then? No, at 2 p.m. 2 p.m. dinner. The normal dinner is 4 p.m. This is the 2 p.m. dinner. Holy cow. That's the way love goes, dude. Guess we could listen to fucking Falcon Punch. It's probably like 1 or 2 songs left, right? Well, no, he's actually eating, so it might even be longer. It's going to be a 40-minute break.
Mr. B Society tipped $1.
Because he probably got more food.
As a platform, it seems to have some really cool features I'd always wanted. I just can't listen with the screen off. Keep on trucking, my man. Praise be.
Sorry. This random website don't have the same features as YouTube. One day. Background play, huh? Honestly, you know what? I'm not trying to be mean because, I mean, this was sent forever ago anyway. What website has background play on the phone besides YouTube? I honestly want to know. Because ever since I streamed on Stream Me the first time, people was like, yo, no background play. And every time I read it, I thought to myself, where else is it besides YouTube? I don't know.
A Vape Nation.
How long has it been on Twitch? Before I was banned? Because if it's after, that's how I didn't know then.
Can't sacrifice waiting to eat and making viewers wait.